Okay, this is a breakout from Orthodox guy's show, because because pettiness, we couldn't just go ahead and view the video and check Mitch's statement. I don't have time to waste, so I'm just gonna check it myself live. We can verify the claim, and we if or and when we found Mitch is just pulling our leg, we could have it on file that he didn't come with anything. Refusing it just to be petty is just a total waste. I'd rather put this to bed than loop the same garbage over and over again. So we're just going to start from here, get the statement, and be done. Uh, where is it?
To recognize them at the very least. And so, yeah, the stream on the bottom was what caught my attention. I left it alone. I made some comments in the chat that may be gone by now, but I screenshotted a lot of it. I can pull that up eventually. Maybe we'll go through some of those screenshots first before we get into, just to give it a little more context here. Let's see, how do I get to my screenshots? I'm gonna pause this just for a second. Okay, here we go, screenshots. Boy, she went from the hospital to YouTuber already. She was texting last night but couldn't participate. So we'll have to go back to Raging. Well, that's where I should start, is the Raging Tomato stream, where it was mentioned that if I...
So I said it would start at 8 minutes. I think Lauren told, or I guess Lauren told other guy didn't start there. So that's false. Wait, that's. I guess this stream's so big, so long. You could move the start time and just interpret it. But that's what's annoying about it. Mitch should have had that timestamp already. Mitch shouldn't have privated it in the first place if he had the goods. So I'm actually not gonna air. I'm neutral so far.
I recall correctly, which I'm definitely not up here claiming righteous indignation. I'm not perfect, but I'm pretty damn sure I heard Raging Tomato say she was texting, she just got a text from Crispy. And possibly that they had been talking 4 hours earlier, and that no problem, because hopefully she's resting and whatever. That's what I think I heard. And so the context to that is I was bringing up questions like this, you know? And so it was proposed, the idea that, well, maybe she was embarrassed about the fundraiser and didn't want to participate. And these were by her close friends. And I just want to point out something that people may not be able to pick up with their intuition, but hopefully you have by now, is how would they even know she was in the hospital if they hadn't talked to her? So they were saying that they didn't talk to her, she didn't even know about the fundraiser. And then they said, well, maybe she didn't know about it and was embarrassed by it. These are all red flags. They're obscurities, if not lies, and playing dumb. So it's in order to maintain plausible deniability. It's to sit back and do what they're doing now and act like I don't have any proof and that I'm just a liar levying false accusations and shit like that.
Okay, show us the proof,
But
Mitch.
all of the people involved are pretty much connected with things that I've evidenced with proof and receipts and everything as being bad faith, lies, and or fraud.
Okay,
So,
show us the evidence.
that's why I call it a network. And notice Special K is in there, and I never even caught what she said, but she's been taking cheap shots. I don't know if anyone's around now that was around not too long ago, where she was just basically begging me to come to her home and stay with her and her boyfriend or whatever for a while. And mind you, my personality hasn't changed in years. I've basically been the same person, doing the same thing, no matter what bogus ass community I'm dealing with on YouTube. Primarily focused around deception and fundraising. So yeah, I called her out for playing these mind games because she like begged for my phone number and just super like emotionally uncontrolled. Whether it was good faith or not, I doubt it, but I guess there's a slim possibility it could have been. If it was good faith, it was extremely immature. So I was a little weirded out by it at first. I considered it a little bit later on, mainly because it would have been beneficial to my situation, and it was on the way to where I was going, and it figured maybe it could give me a little break through the winter. So she basically did that after seeing me on DirectD, and so she's just one of these homie hoppers that goes around and goes with the trend. You know, she has no brain to think for herself. So she's dealing with addiction, whatever. I don't know what all the details are, but definitely a mentally unhealthy person that's trying to act like she's some sort of morally upstanding, righteous being. So she's, I'm trying to think of the context of what she's talking about, but it doesn't matter. She's not the focus right now. She's really irrelevant and desperate for attention, so I'm not going to give it to her. But I'm going to go through some of these fundraisers. Let me try and zoom through them and kind of give you a little idea, because a lot of my messages were deleted, so you'll be able to see responses to them, but probably not my comments. So this helps give a little context to what we're about to review. If you waste your life on YouTube, then there's always Cash App to save it. I think what I found interesting here was Gary Baxter. I mean,
yeah, this is a really big mistake. That's why I have the catchphrase, chat don't matter. It's not that chat doesn't matter at all, it's just, it's large compared to the weight of the panelists. It's like 5% of the weight of the whole video. Which is maybe 10% of weight. You're better off just going to the panelists thing, looking through the chatters. You're just far better off if you're trying to make a case, because you can't get the subtext in something short as a chat. You probably can't get the context either. Mitch is the best panel member. He's getting there. I can't agree with that statement, but he's getting there. Mrs. Strong, some heavy accusations. He's making conclusions, and they're based in reality or just the actual. We'll find out pretty soon. Factual, yeah. We'll find out pretty soon. And hey, Venus.
That's just the irony. They'll talk shit on the way I live and my lifestyle, but they're whatever. He's getting ready to take government assistance to get a hotel voucher for a warm shower and a clean bed. You know, fucking go get you a fucking generator, bro.
And this is some bum sector stuff. They like criticizing the way other people live. But I guess it's just an opinion, but still, they turned it into a hierarchy thing, and that's what gets me.
Yeah, like fucking unreal. But Flow State, interestingly enough, he's caught in that hurricane shit, and not that bad at all, but relatively speaking. But Flow State caught wind of it and definitely did a massive virtue signal, and without talking to Gary or anything, he's like, go ahead and send me donations, I'll go ahead and get them over to Gary. But yeah, he was just like trying to criticize somebody else and say, well, why aren't you helping somebody in crisis like our friend Gary? You know, and he's like, go ahead and send me the donations and I'll get them to Gary. I fucking heard that, and I put an end to that shit real quick. But that's the type of person we're dealing with, and how stupid they think everyone else is. So Gary's a interesting character. He just acts like a nice guy, but he's very smart, and he sees their agenda and he's trying to serve their agenda. So I see their agenda too, and I'm combating it. So Gary and I have always been cordial because he's respectful. He's smart enough to realize, you know, there's not really anything to get involved with me about. But he's basically just a glorified cheerleader. Here, Caucasian Sasquatch. I don't know a whole lot about him because he's very obscure, but I do know he has some ties to the First Amendment auditing community. He would try and name drop in a very good light somebody like NC Tyrant Hunter. So I have dealings with that guy going way back, but I mean, I can articulate his fraud pretty simply. The whole monetizing YouTube under somebody else's name for multiple reasons, whether it be child support, garnishment of wages, being on disability, things like that. And that's NC Tyrant Hunter's situation. He makes a lot of money on YouTube, but he still pulls disability income. And it sounds like that would be most likely state subsidized.
Well, you could sit down and make YouTube videos and still be disabled. That's really not. I don't see how that's even fraud. In fact, many people, I would recommend people who are disabled to become YouTubers because it's something they can still do to provide value to people. So this is just nitpicking.
SSI, which is just flat out welfare. I mean, there's no two ways around it. There's arguments to the SSDI being a credit, basically insurance, an insurance policy, because you're earning credits based on what you pay into it, and that's how they determine how much you get back. And if you don't pay into the system, then you could potentially qualify if you don't have any assets on the books. You qualify for this SSI, the state subsidized welfare, and it's supplemental security income or social security disability insurance. So the difference is right there in the name, income versus insurance, and they're both fucking frauds. But that's another point for another day.
Yeah, but no. Yeah, he's not even thinking all that rationally. So there's a difference, but they're the same thing.
But yeah, and then the Divine Spark 313.
Oh, he means not. Oh, he needs not declaring the earnings from YouTube to authorities, which could get scummed, and the general earnings therefore could. Okay. Well, isn't he for not declaring income? He says he's part of the bump sector and stuff. He says don't pay taxes. You don't own the government anything, and live free. I think so. I'll have to go back and ask him, but just go based on who he hangs around with and what their so-called philosophers say. I would guess that he would be for that anyways. But I'll have to ask him. I think he's jealous, to be honest. Does Mitch get hands from the government? I don't know if he does. I would have to ask him.
Another glorified cheerleader type. She just homie hopping, going from one YouTube community to the next. She does a lot of appeals to emotions with animals and shit like that, but she's just a cheerleader. She's smart. She recognizes what's going on. We've always been cordial. She's actually said a lot of really nice things about me, but still I have no respect for her. I'm not moved by praise nor blame. So up on panel, you got Resto. He tried to come at me. You'll see, and he just acts like he really has nothing. He knows it. He doesn't try and pull his shit on me, but he thought about it. That becomes evident. So it's interesting how some of the smart people really fucking recognize that their bullshit tactics won't work on me. The shit that they try on other people. Like he brags about this mic superiority where he just turns up his mic and drowns out and talks over people. That's not winning an argument or a debate. He says things like, I'm gonna beat your ass, and stupid shit like that. E-thugging. That's all it is. It's e-thugging. Damn it, why isn't my battery charging? Oh, there it goes. And it went from empty to damn near full. I don't know what to believe. Oh, and then it just dropped out again.
Yeah, he's meandering. Let's check.
Well, that's not good if my battery's gone bad in this device. That's not good. We'll ride it out for a while. Okay, this Mindy Lee is calling out the same shit that I'm calling out. She's doing the same thing. So
You're wasting my time, Mitch. Let's go further in. Let's get away from the chat.
One around the panel for from left, right, center, all different directions. She's constantly pushing all of our channels.
she hasn't been very valuable. My only interaction with her, really, aside from trying to ignore her, is she called me.
Try to figure out who her is. Let's go back.
The fees, however much that may be, you know, it's just like what if she got $50,000 in donations and your fees are going to be, you know, $5,000 or whatever? So you're going to pay $5,000 out of your pocket? No. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm saying that is a possibility, a potential. And the sort of logic being used just doesn't even make sense. So.
Directly, that goes directly to Crispy. All of that gets donated tonight. Obviously, if you donate to her Cash App or you donate to the Buy Me a Coffee under mine, I will send all of that to Crispy direct. Well, obviously, your Cash App goes directly to her. For the first $100 that gets donated directly to her Cash App or on the Buy Me a Coffee, I will match that first $100. Flow State will also match the first $100 as well. Thank you. And then in addition to that, any super chats that come in this evening, and I'm going to be saying this a few times tonight, so if you're here for the game, it's redundant. I'm sorry, but we got to make sure everybody's on board. Any super chats that come in tonight, half of whatever comes in this evening will go directly to Crispy out of my pocket. Why half, not all? Well, I gave YouTube takes 30%, and then I pay about 20% in taxes, so I'm at net zero at that point. So this whole stream is 100% dedicated to Crispy tonight. So whether you super chat, whether you Cash App her directly or hit the Buy Me a Coffee link, it will all be going directly to her. So send love. And this is how kind and humble Crispy is. Okay, Crispy. When I said we're doing a fundraiser, whatever she said for her, like there's people out there that don't have homes right now because of the hurricane.
When I said I was doing a fundraiser, this was at the very beginning of the fundraiser. That's key evidence. I wasn't here for this. This is all new to me. Okay, that's so obviously the fundraiser she did know about. Later on, it was proposed that Crispy didn't even know what was going on. So somebody's lying somewhere. Either you're lying now or you were lying then.
Oh, well, we know Crispy was lying. Yeah, talking about Crispy doesn't come to YouTube anymore. Yes, because she was the one lying.
She is so humble and so thoughtful, so kind. It makes me want to do it even more. But in addition to that, Crispy has been a very valuable community member to all of us. Everyone around the panel from left, right, center, all different directions. She's constantly pushing all of our channels.
She hasn't been very valuable. My only interaction with her, really, aside from trying to ignore her, is she called me a woman hater. I don't even remember why, but it had no substance to her argument. I confronted her about it instantly, and she tried to make peace, you know, play innocent, sweet girl, after trying to play bad, mean girl, and so she goes around basically starting shit in defense of her buddies online, and she's just trying to grow their network, basically to appeal to more people to donate. That's all it is. That's all this is about, in the end.
She's constantly wrenching. She's constantly connecting all of us.
Yeah, that's plausible. That's actually plausible.
Together. If you need to get a hold of somebody, Crispy probably knows them and can reach out. And she does a lot of work for all of us without us necessarily realizing it. So this is our way to give back to the darling Crispy treat, okay? And this way we can send her love. I will match the first 100. Flow State will match the second 100. All super chats, 50% of them are going directly to her. If you want to send directly to Crispy, I'm going to link up the Nightbot here in just a second to directly to her Cash App, or you can put it into, if you want privacy, you can put it into the Buy Me a Coffee, and we can read those out loud as well. I can't read Crispy's Cash Apps, obviously. Flow State, would you like to say a few words to this?
No, yeah, no, I think you covered it very well. I guess I just said the only last thing just logistically. I'm not trying to clutter up the money channels, but if somebody, like I'm watching mine or whatever, already has any plugged in, if things come to me.
Alright, nothing more than saying an opportunist, no doubt chatting in the back about how to drive money to their grifts, and they're all the same. Those who chase the dollar. Well, you could say that about anyone who works. So, yeah, I'm willing to apply that to like anyone who works or runs a business. So I don't really think that's the big deal. The big deal is scamming.
I'll get to her as well. I did catch up, so if you accidentally send it to me or whatever, or just lazy like we all are, and don't figure out how to find a new avenue of donating, don't get to her.
Awesome. That's beautiful. Hold on.
You just accidentally donate to me. Oh, wonderful. Another pass-through for donations. Not a red flag at all.
To Crispy.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Treat. Let me get the Nightbot. If you want to entertain the crowd for a moment while I set these up, I'm going to set this up to go every 10 minutes. Go ahead.
Well, welcome, Brad. I don't really know what's going on, but we're along the ride. Have I read Aquinas? I haven't read Aquinas. What I've been reading, what I got here, is the Book of Numbers, one of Glenn Lawrence's homies, Aaron Clary, wrote this, and I'm not debating him.
That's one of my favorite books. That's one of my favorite books. I strongly recommend the Book of Numbers from Aaron Clary.
It's an economic case for, I think, how women suck is basically what the...
Hey, Mama Sue, I'm going to kind of test you here because I don't know if you're still here, but you're one I know is smart enough to see this shit for what it is. And you may not take it so seriously at times because, I mean, who would? It would drive you nuts. So I'm not offended by that. But for you to characterize my interactions with Pops and Rant as a misunderstanding is either disingenuous or misleading. Because or you're not as discerning as I thought you were. I guess would be another possibility. So if you want to talk about that, I'm happy to talk about it. But it would be easier for me. I clearly documented it when it happened, so I don't want to convolute any of the finer point details with just trying to talk about it. I would just go back and either make that video public for you to review, or...
Well, this is a very huge problem. This is a very huge problem that he privates his videos and he wants people to ask for permission to actually double check his presentation. This is actually a very big problem because if he was forthright and honest, he could just leave him up. So I take a private. If you stream a video to the public, then take it down, I always count it as a retraction. Because it's safe to assume you just don't stand by those words. Otherwise, you'll let people evaluate their words without asking you for permission.
I'm happy to review it with you if you want. If you're interested in knowing that was a blatant disregard for truth and a personal attack on me. So, by TML and Rant, and so I'm happy to get into that. Chick shit. Yeah, that was pretty funny. On Direct D, the threatening letter from Moochie's Automotive to auditing Erie County. Yeah, that was fucking hilarious. You could live in a multi-million-dollar mansion, and a good dog will still rather be by your side if not on your lap. Yeah, the dog doesn't care. The dog has her own bed up front, and
Focus,
she sits in my
Mitch.
bed whenever she wants. So the dog is extremely happy.
Focus.
And all right, I'll make it unlisted, and I'll send you an email with the link so you can watch it on your time.
Yeah, this is called information control.
And thanks. That tells me a lot about you. So that's what I needed to know. I appreciate it. I don't want anyone to trust me. Don't even trust anyone. So I say, don't even trust your mother and hug your grandma because you never know. Nobody's above the programming. Everyone's been programmed to a certain degree. So yeah, I'm gonna get back into this. This is 6 hours long. I'm just trying to get the details of the pitch of the fundraiser, how they're pitching it. I got some details I wasn't aware of already. So, and then I'll skip through. I might miss some points, but I don't have all day to waste on this. It's just a good distraction to keep me from focusing on cops. I'm in a slightly new area that has criminalized homelessness, and I have had interactions that were cordial. And maybe they're respecting my position. But I had a cop come here before and try and enforce a trespass. And it was recorded. It was live streamed, actually. And I had a conversation with him. And he wasn't sold by the end, but he was insecure in his position enough to back off. I don't know if he was quite completely sold on the position I was taking, but that's all right. He at least considered it enough to not pursue his position, and he was just trying to.
So this is clear. Mitch can't focus. Mitch is so he didn't really know. He didn't know either way. He couldn't focus this whole stream. He didn't get to the point. So this is probably why he privated it, because it doesn't make a good case. It's him meandering for 6 hours. Why explains why he didn't have a timestamp to go to for this and this happened, because he doesn't know. He's guessing. This is vibe reviewing.
He expected that I didn't know the law, and he.
Not even close.
This was such a sponsored hard day.
Those of us who try to watch sort of things like this, right? Like trying to catch the nip slip.
Yeah. Well, there are no nip slips, you know.
They were on my channel.
Well, those are not even slips. Those are direct, like, woo! Ooh, how about $10 for flow state to flash his hot dogs at us? Are you smoking a cigar? Wow, you really went all out for tonight. And got one coming to $1.99 Nashville, just saying that horse is there. The horse or the lady. Heard him paused it on that girl. Paused it.
Hey, might have been pausing. Did I say something gay? Normally for a pause on. I never say anything gay, so it can't be that.
Well, maybe it doesn't appear gay. Okay, so thank you, Andrew, for dropping by. Crispy Tree, our darling Crispy Tree. I believe you've had some interaction with her.
No, Nulls.
On Nulls. Oh, Flow State, that's a really good concept in the back. So we are raising funds for her because she's in the service industry, just like Flow State and I once were many years ago. So when you don't work, you don't make money. So what we're doing is half of all of the super chats tonight are going.
You're both still in the service industry. I guess you're in the entertainment industry now. All right. Yeah, it's a different industry, I guess.
To directly to Crispy Tree, and then if anybody cash apps us directly or hits the Buy Me a Coffee link, 100% of that goes to Crispy, and then Flow State and I are also matching the first 200 of those of any cash apps, the first $200 of cash apps or the Buy Me a Coffee link. So that's what we're doing. We're sending support to our darling Crispy Tree.
Yeah, if Crispy Tree didn't want the money, she could have said, "Hey, I didn't know about this. I don't want it, and keep it away from me." So, well, that's a nail in the one nail in that argument. Because Crispy Tree's literally watching and responding live on the chat.
She's always here for all of us, always wrenched, always helping out, always dropping links, always in the know of all the drama. So that's what we're doing. And at the expense of laughing at other people's drama. That's what we're going to be doing. You want to laugh at other people's drama?
Yeah, I've never done that enough for a day in my life.
I know. That's why this is actually.
Yeah, if he's wise, he'll make it private. Going against Flo and Tomato crowd, going to be fun for him. Going to be fun hearing all sides of the truth stuck somewhere between versions of events. Well, that's his plan. He's going to private again. But all I want to do is expose that he's dragging this up again for drama, so we can just ignore him when he does it the next time, because he doesn't have anything. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to document the fact that he doesn't have anything, because that's the way he's looking at the moment. So if he comes up with it, he's just trying to advertise his channel, try to get some validation, and he's not making a serious claim. Because if anyone had a serious claim or just wanted the money back, they would have charged it back, reported for fraud, unsubscribed. And for that I know of, there hasn't been a single person who donated that asked for the money back. And if there was, they would have came out and said it on a panel by now. And yes, and that crash ride was, I think, when was this video at? 10 months ago, and I think. So yeah, it's really long time ago. So nearly a year ago. But Mitch is dragging this up just to get cloud in the bum sector. I'm calling out scams.
Actually perfect if you wanted to do this with me.
Yeah, and so I guess just logistics. So I had streams over exactly the same time before I saw this, so I delayed mine until 10:15. And I think I'm just going to delay that again on hold, just until after this, and I'll do it after because the topic I was going for is actually not. The concept is directly opposed to what we're doing right now. Coming into Nietzsche. Anyway,
and for the what is she in the hospital for? She has lupus and Crohn's, and that combined is like a giant hurricane in her body right now. So she's not having a very good time. Lots of meds, lots more testing as well that she was telling me about, and she doesn't even know at this point. She thought she was going to get to go home today, but then they're finding other things, and it's just a big mess. So we love her, Crispy Tree. We love her very much.
She has been strange. She joined my last one a couple months ago. She was on oxygen. When I found out when I said, "Crispy, you're breathing too loud."
She's trying to breathe on the damage, you jerk. Oh my god.
And shout out to Firm Audits. Thank you very much for the $20 for Crispy.
Nice, thank you. So we're up to 60 so far. And remember, we're matching the first 200, so keep the cash apps moving in if you got them. Or if you feel more comfortable, hit my Buy Me a Coffee link. It will drop as well somewhere. Nightbot's got me. Anyways, yes, Don coming with $1.99. He had fun with the hamster the other day. Yes, we were all enjoying the hamster.
That was the most frustrating gerbil.
Gerbil. And Don just dropped $1.99 just because. Melissa, you're the perfect person to have here. You piss off enough people.
Yeah, and you just see a glint. Like, I got a glint. There's a damn good chance I made it like 20 minutes and then kicked off for the.
Somebody drops the 50 for the hammer.
Yes, normally Kronos. He doesn't like it when I'm on those panels because I think it's because he's closeted, and when he gazes upon me, he's reminded of his own repressed homosexuality. That's my theory, at least. But
Like your repressed homosexuality?
no, that's just the water I swim. There's no repressed nowhere.
I think you are severely.
And as long as this thing is you're trying to look for children to watch porn of it. That's what I thought. Like,
acting like you know less about something than you really do, and playing on people's heartstrings and emotions and manipulating them out of money for her friend who went to jail to detox to pursue a relationship with some internet person that he met. And that's all it was about. So you know it's misleading. To me, that's fraud. When you deceive people for money, that's fraud. There's no two ways around it. And
And there's one of Mitch's bump sector compatriots, Officer Snaps. See he's coming to stick up for his child, Mitch. Freaking bump sector.
deception can be nothing other than admitting details. If you're going to admit details that allow people to make a reasonable, conscious decision on helping someone. So yeah, I'm pretty passionate about that kind of shit, but I can spot it from a mile away, like better than I can even explain it, because I've been really keen to these sort of tactics for the reason a lot of people have positioned themselves to help me and then take credit for helping somebody in my situation. And what I came to realize, no matter who it was, the government, these nonprofit organizations, non-governmental organizations, charities, whatever, you know, it was all the same. They're there to benefit themselves under the guise of helping somebody else. And so, like, I've seen this happen.
Oh, jumping to conclusions too. No, Officer Snaps, I'm reviewing Mitch's claim in his 6-hour freaking video because he refused to bring all the receipts in the form we can verify them. So I had to do the homework for him. No, officer, I'm doing his homework for him because he couldn't offer any timestamps in this long-ass video supporting the claim, and it looks like he's not supporting the claim. He's just running a conspiracy narrative. And that's why we don't trust people from the bump sector. He's running his narrative instead of presenting the facts and figures. Oh no, I'm not gonna take 6 hours. I'm just gonna try to look for the part where he gets to the point. And if I don't find it, I'm just gonna go back to a guy's show and say, hey, I couldn't what's it called? Lauren was right, there's nothing in here, there was no point in playing it. So I'll have egg in my face.
Happen in so many different ways in different organizations that these YouTubers that think that because they've gotten away with appealing to idiots for so long, that they think that everyone's an idiot.
Okay.
Oh, hanky poo, hanky poo, hanky poo. You don't remember the scam and the fraud that Tomato and Flo and Crispy and all of them were part of? Resto, Chesto. Like, you don't remember the scams? And
I was there, Officer Snaps.
Mitch is telling the truth. It's almost like Goblin being a drunk, begging for money, knowing that he's going to use it for alcohol. Like that kind of scam. But
right,
again...
So what would you use your money for if you got a donation? Would you use it for weed
well,
or fixing your car?
I don't scam or lie or deceive and then try and cover it up like Tomato and all of these others did.
Oh,
so,
that's interesting. So do you have the Guardian now? Because yes, you have the Guardian.
Yes, the Guardian is there, Hank. We all saw you groom what appeared to be a child. We saw.
So what's the name of the Guardian? I want to talk to them.
Don't worry about it. The right people are looking into it, Hank.
Don't worry about it. Right, just like Mitch says, don't worry about it.
We thought you groom a child, basically. We don't worry about it.
That's the issue here. You don't want to worry about it, but you don't got the receipts.
Like you playing children's games.
I could play whatever
Why
games
are
I
you
want on
playing
my
children
computer.
games,
I bought
grooming
it myself.
children?
I run it
Could be
myself.
the
I have
question.
the authority to play
But
with
why
any
are you
software I want
sticking
on my
it? Why?
computer.
Hey, why
And I
do you
don't need to
not
ask
believe
the
Mitch?
permission from the king of the
Hey,
bum
Mitch
sector
is telling the
yourself.
truth about these scammers. You fucktard. Mitch is telling the truth, yo, about
Yes,
these frauds.
yes, and truth is just a feeling. That's what we need
No.
receipts. We
They
need
scammed the
facts. We need
audience. They
figures.
frauded the audience. They collected thousands and thousands of dollars under a scam.
So
And
why didn't the
again,
audience
most
ask for the money back?
professionals, when they got caught in the scam, most professionals would have said, "Oh, we're fucked. We got caught. So what we're going to do is we'll tell the audience we will match what the number was and then donate it to a charitable fund like Cancer for Children or something like that." No. Hey, you know what, Venus? Go get some peony. Your double chin, granny panty, fucking optic. Here, hold on. Let me fix this. Okay, now I'm in a mood to talk. So the fact that they covered up the scam, Hank, that instead of donating what they made to a charitable funds and said, "Oh, well, we offered for people to pay back," knowing that if someone sent money and then they all found out it was a scam, most of the people aren't going to send request for the money back. Goblin, you're a drunk idiot that's begging for money for what? So you could buy more alcohol and be more of a drunk retard you are? That's a scam, Goblin. Unless you want to say, "Hey, I'm going to buy alcohol because I'm an alcoholic. So that's why I'm begging for money." Goblin's pulling scams too, in a sense. So, Venus, your double chin, we see your optics, you double chin fucking granny panty. Oh my God, these fucking crazy bitches. Hold on, let me fix this. Here. Now you're on your knees. Like you usually are, Vini. Fucking crazy bitch. Again, Hank, you are defending scammers, frauds, and people who fucking openly were in damage control hiding the fraud and scam. And Mitch was over target. Mitch was telling the truth about all this. And I don't know why you're trying to. We all saw what happened, just like we all saw Goblin beg for money wanting to be a drunk. We all saw you groom a child, basically, playing children games. We all
Basically,
saw Crispy
show
on
me the
Tomato and
Guardian
these guys
then.
do a
Show me
fraud.
the Guardian. If you're so sure it was a child, not yourself, and a voice changer, just present the Guardian. You claim to be
Even
on
if
my
it
Discord
was,
server
I
and knew
told
who
you,
exactly
even
they
if
were,
it was a
even though
voice
you were on my
changer,
StreamYard
you're
and didn't know the
creepy
difference
for
because I'm
fucking
in
not
dark
getting
mode.
rid of the person right away.
I-
You're creepy for playing children games, luring children in. It's creepy shit. You're a creep.
So what? That's not illegal.
Right. You're a creep that fucking plays children games with children.
Yes, and you make
Yes,
terroristic threats, which is
exactly. You
illegal.
are a child groomer. Yes.
You make
The
terroristic threats,
optics
which
are
is
high.
illegal. Being a creep is not illegal. And he ran. Thank you. Now we can double check his bump sector associate and see if he's truth yoing or just horse shitting. Yes, yes, I do. He incriminates himself every time he runs his mouth. That's why I allow him to run his mouth here. So we know who's all involved in the bump sector, how they're organizing. You know the actors, and we know the actors.
Yeah, Venus. Remember, we have audio of you inviting people to the desert to be buried, Venus, which we pulled up your audio recently, Venus. A lot of your death threats and a lot of Venus's talking and doxing and everything. Bring it, Venus, because your death threats all documented, Vini. Remember, you wanted to take people horseback riding in the desert and what you said afterwards? Yep. Beanie. Beanie. You fucking double chin granny panty. Better get with it. Get with the program. Hank, why do you not believe Mitch? Mitch is telling the truth.
Because Mitch's track record is really bad. He even had this video privated so it couldn't be reviewed till he
That did surprise me. We noticed why why do you think he privated it?
because he can't stand by his own accusations. That's
I
why
didn't get to-
private stuff.
I didn't get to watch the whole thing, so part of me wondered if he privated it because he said stuff he didn't want like certain people to hear.
Yeah, exactly. He can't stand by his own words, so he has to private it and it's restricted to people he trusts not to freaking burn him.
Well,
Always.
I don't know what he said, so I can't like verify everything Mitch said. But when it comes down to the fraud with Crispy, Tomato, Resto, Flow Stay, all of them involved, they got caught. They tried to hide it, and then they did some bullshit damage control, which the fraud is still valid, and they never made up for it. And
So why
yeah.
didn't you try to contact everyone who got scammed and
We
get
did.
a lawyer on their ass?
Because that's not how you do it. When you got these channels that got hundreds of donations coming in, okay, the right way to do it is, okay, everyone knew they did the fraud. They even admitted whether they were part of it or not, Crispy, they were. They wanted to say they weren't. But the way you do it, Hank, is they knew the exact number. They knew how much money was collected. And what they should have done is Flo should have matched that number. Resto should have matched that number. Tomato should have everyone involved in the fraud should have matched the number that they knew and then sent that money to like a profitable or like a charitable donation that the audience could have helped pick. You know, it could have been cancer for fucking children or breast awareness fund or whatever the fuck it was. No, the way they did it, knowing that they would get to keep the money and that people wouldn't be like requesting their money back, that's what they did. Instead of doing it the professional way to handle the fraud, to handle the scam, and for them to come up on top looking like they really cared that the audience was fraud and scam, they chose to still cover it up versus like do what's right, Hank.
Okay, so you missed my point. The audience who sent the money could have clawed it back in multiple ways. Why didn't you help them organize a way to get the money back?
Hold on, repeat that. I was busy. What? Say that again.
Yes, the audience who sent the money could have clawed back the money. They could have reported to the credit agencies as fraud, or they could have got class lawsuit together
when
and
you're
sued them. Why didn't you help organize that if it's that big of a deal?
Sorry, I'm in the hospital. Dude, no one's gonna give back the money. Like, say I sent $3, okay, and then next week I sent another $5 or 10. And then they're like, "Hey guys, yeah, you guys were all scammed, and we know it's a scam. So if you want your money back, just ask us for it." Most people will never ask for that money they sent back because they sent it thinking it was for a righteous cause. They don't want to get all that bullshit and say, "Yeah, I want my money back." They're just going to say, "Fuck that," and most likely not donate again or remember that the first one was a scam. The way these creators could have done it is they could have matched the number of how much money they collected and then donated it to a charitable cause. And that would have fixed the scam and they would have done something better. And it would have even raised more money. But they don't want to be professional. They don't want to fix the fraud or scam. They want to keep as much of the fraud and scam money as they can. Hence, they said, "Oh, just donate it back or just ask for it if you want." Hey, Peeny, I hope because your death threats are documented, you saying you want to take people for walks in the deserts, you doxing Mystic, all the shit you've been doing, Venus, you and Snow, doxing Snow and talking shit on Snow too, Beanie, all your shit. And it seems like old LCJC pretty much has taken your position because Vini got booted out because LCJC became the new Granny Panty leader with Tarek. So Vini's getting fucking pushed out wherever she's going. Poor Vini. It's okay. You're still the leader of the Granny Panties, the new breed of Karen, Venus. You'll be okay. But Hank, do you not understand that if they wanted to correct this, they could have? They could have made this right through the donator. through the people and through their own scam themselves, and they chose to cover it up.
So, Officer Snaps, you're still not getting it. The audience who sent the money can either get it back by force using the policy and code, or just destroy the monies of these hosts.
It's not onto the audience to fix. It's not up to the audience or the donators to correct the scam. It's up to the creators who fucking started it and went through with it and collected the money. It has nothing to do with the people who donated or did donate, and that's where they kept it. That's why they were like, oh yeah, if you want your money back, just email us and we'll get it back, knowing that that's not how it works, knowing that they're not going to get everyone to like contact them and ask for their money back. That's just another scam of them keeping the scam money. If they really wanted to fix this, they would have said, okay, we know how much money was scammed. I will donate that much. Tomato will donate that much. Resto will donate that much. All the creators who are involved in the scam could have matched that number and then donated to a charitable cause.
So where are they supposed to get the money from since they already sent the crispy treat?
That's on the creators.
Where does that money come from?
That's where it's on the creators. It would have pretty much come out of their own pocket. But that's because they're the ones who caused the scam.
Okay, so
it would have come out of their own pocket, but they would have made it up anyways. And if they would have done something like that, it would have showed apt to be an honest and honorable dealing with the money optics.
So because they got ripped off, they should pay
the
double
glue is
damage.
The glue, motherfucker. Snafu Snaps here.
Yeah.
So
see, this is my zebra bitch right here. This is my zebra bitch.
Snafu, walk through this exercise with me. If I want to refund money to people that was super chatted,
right?
How the fuck do I figure out how to do that?
You guys went about it the wrong fucking way, dude.
No.
I've seen this. I've seen this done by multiple creators. Okay, that got involved in frauds, and they said, "Look, we got fucking no." You
which account belongs?
Dude,
to
you
what
cannot.
person?
Dude, that's what I'm saying. You cannot individually go through all the donations of the people that donated to you. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Right,
I'm saying you guys had a number that was frauded. Okay, and that's hard to even believe. You guys, like, it's hard to believe what you, Tomato, anyone's going to present. We don't know what that number is, but you guys did come up with the number. And what I'm saying is, if you, as a creator, said, "I'm going to pull out that number," then Tomato said, "I'm going to pull out that number," and then whoever was involved pulled that number and then donated it to a charitable cause, you guys would have washed your hands clean of this. Instead, you guys are doing this whole, oh, the donator, we got to track them down. They could donate to us, which Flo, that's not plausible. You know that's not plausible. The way you guys could have handled it, like any professional PR manager would have told you guys, is donate.
What does your bitch
what the number was?
Snafu.
It is plausible. I could send Dusty a Cash App asking for money right now. It is very easy.
Hank, I really wasn't the one going after the frauder scam. Mitch was the one bringing it up to Hank, which we all witnessed. I witnessed how you guys could handled it wrong. You guys could have handled it completely differently to where your hands would have been washed, and even people like me couldn't have been like they did, because I can't argue if they would have donated what was lost to a charitable cause. In fact, I would have been like, yeah, that's a good idea. Flo and all of them corrected their shit.
And how much they sent. That's it.
Well, how much? That's what I'm saying. You guys gave a number. We don't know. You guys, like, how much do you claim was collected for you on your side? Because wasn't it?
I don't remember. This was a year ago.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Mitch and Hank are the ones bringing it up. I'm just talking about the damage control aspect of it. How you can't depend on an audience or donators like if you go and you know this, Flo, a donator is not gonna fucking say, "Oh well, I was scammed. I'm gonna request my $5, $10, $20 back."
Oh, of course
they're
not
gonna do that.
Yes, of course they can do that.
They're not gonna do it, dude.
Why?
because they don't give a fuck at that point. It's like, well, I'm not gonna waste my time. They got the money already. I'm not gonna do it. But because the scam and fraud did occur, the creators failed to take responsibility.
But he did take responsibility.
We
But he just
literally
didn't do good enough for you. By your moral standards.
They took it by admitting the fraud occurred. And I give them props because they did say, if you feel you were scammed, contact us. We'll give you your money back. So they did do that. But I put money that most of those people were like, I'm not going to fucking do that, which they knew that. They knew this. Flo, you're not stupid. You know that's fucking...
So
they're not going to do that.
You're welcome for the $25.
Thank you. I put it to the car funds. Mr. Flo is helping with the club.
Put it up your ass.
So how much money would you bet, Officer Snaps?
I'm not even against you on this one, Flo. I'm more against Tomato. Tomato's the one that got me pissed on this fucking game. I'd say Tomato's more involved than
anybody.
Flo.
Why are you against anybody here?
Well, I'm not really. Well, I guess I'm against the fraud and the scam shit.
You are?
Yeah, Tomato had no remorse about frauding. Tomato has no remorse about frauding and scamming. She's a fucking money hungry bitch, dude. Simple as that. She got caught frauding and scamming and fucking doubled down. You were the one who had to handle it, and you kind of did. You didn't do it the right way.
We handled it together.
No, you handled it.
I was the front.
No, you handled it.
I was the more vocal one. I took charge. I took the lead.
Right, and again, this wasn't just creator Flow State. This was multiple creators. Flow State was just one of the portions, and you handled it all. You took the brunt of all of it for these fucktards involved in it, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not knocking you for saying, hey, if the people want to give me my money or the money back, they can. But you guys damn well know that's not how it works. No, you should have matched the number. Tomato should have matched the number. Resto should have matched the number. Everyone involved with the whole crispy treat shit should have matched that number and then let the audience pick a charitable fucking place that it could go. But you guys did it the weird way, knowing that you're not going to get many people requesting the money back. You took the brunt of the shit, Flo. You handled it while Mel, this bitch, Tomato, all of them just were like, yeah, we frauded and we're okay with it. You were the only one that realized you had to correct and say something because it would have kept going, Flo. They would have just kept their mouth shut.
So I have a serious question. Why should any of them take advice from you when you're the one who's lost over 12 YouTube channels?
They did what they did already.
And they haven't.
That's why Mitch is calling them out for fraud and scamming. They fucking did what they did, and Mitch is calling them out for what witness. But like Flo said, this was a year ago.
Mitch is a fraud and a scammer. You know that, right?
Well, what do you mean?
Mitch runs around the internet accusing people of doing things while dropping his Cash App places.
Yeah, but he's not like an established podcast like you are.
He's monetized.
Just because he sucks at what he does doesn't mean he's not doing it. You run around and bully people and attack people and accuse them of shit the same way Mitch does.
No. You're not going to use that word with me, sir. I am a whistleblower and journalist and call fucktards out for their optics.
You're a fucking LARP, dude.
Nope. Look, you could be mad at me all you want, Flo. You know I'm right. You handled it because you knew you had to. These other people let you handle it because they didn't give two fucks. Tomato didn't give a fuck. Tomato Recto didn't give a fuck. All the people involved, and you probably wouldn't give a fuck if it wasn't hitting your channel and the clout that, oh, you guys were involved in a scam.
When Crispy sent me fake paperwork, before that, I said, I just want to be able to see it. I said this publicly. I'm not showing this to anybody. At that point, she could have sent me used toilet paper, and I could have been like, yep, she sent it to me, it's good. And that would have been the end of it. Why didn't I do that?
I don't know. I don't know why.
I know you don't fucking know.
I don't know why you guys did it the way you did, saying, oh, the donators could just donate us back the money. I mean, I get that's okay. That's fair. At least you said that. I've never heard fucking Tomato or any of those people fucking say that shit. Goblin, you're drunk begging for money for more alcohol. You're irrelevant to this conversation. But no, the fact is you guys are established. You guys, okay, a PR agent would have said the same thing, Flo. If you would have had a PR agent that fucking was looking out for your brand, for you, for what happened in the situation, they would have told you, well, you're going to make your money up anyway. Okay?
How the fuck do you know what a PR agent would say? You have the worst PR of anybody in these panelverse.
Okay, says the guy who fucking still pretty much knows that you guys kept most of the scam money because most of the people aren't going to donate it back. And instead of fucking doing the right thing, you tomato all of them.
Sarah and I matched funds, you dumb piece of shit.
Oh, so you did match funds?
Yes.
How much?
Yeah, oh my! I just know what matching means. Oh my!
Well, no, because this is the first time I'm hearing this.
Because you didn't watch the fucking thing happen.
So how much funds did you? So you and Sarah match funds, and where did the funds go?
You could
wait.
not
Where did the funds go? Wait, if you and Sarah match funds,
any idea what went
where
on?
did the funds go? Wait, what do you mean we matched? Where did the funds?
Treat you, bitch.
Come on, man.
No, see, that's not what I'm talking about. That's still fucking the funds going to the people involved in the scam. You guys got caught in a scam. The funds should go to a third-party, nonprofit, charitable type organization.
Okay.
You and Sarah should have matched the funds and then put those funds to a charitable organization. That's what I was saying. If that's what you did, then I would have been like, oh, okay, cool. Oh, you guys already did that. But no, you guys are still keeping it in the fucking in-house.
You're keeping me mad at Snafu.
No, I'm not mad. Actually, Mitch and Hank are the ones who you should thank for bringing this up.
Just
Mitch and
Mitch.
Hank had a whole show.
I was verifying Mitch's old claim, and it looks like he didn't meet the evidence. He doesn't have the evidence. He's just musing. Mitch's claim is garbage.
Yeah. If she matched funds, so what is the big deal of you and her matching funds and sending those funds to a charitable organization?
Because they already sent a crispy treat.
Snafu, how do you not? You don't have any idea what happened here at all, do you? You don't even understand the basics.
Well, I hear all these. I saw what I saw.
You didn't watch the fucking thing, did you?
Oh yeah, I did. Not today. Not this morning.
Ever?
No.
You never watched
the. Saw what happened. I saw you guys did the fraud. I saw Crispy was never in the hospital. I saw you guys not hold it back until last minute, till you had to openly make a statement. And then instead of doing it the right way, you're like, oh, well, if you got ripped off, you could send us money. Venus, you're a granny panty double chin crybaby victim. Cry more. Wah, wah. I'm Venus. Wah.
You see how he distracts because he's pinned?
No, Flo knows I'm telling the truth. Like, if him and Sarah match funds,
talking about it all. It's
if you and Sarah, you guys raise money for someone claiming they're in a hospital who never was in a hospital, never stayed.
You didn't watch shit about it. You heard from somebody else what happened, and then you made up an imaginary story. You didn't even bother to go look at it. You're a terrible reporter. You're not a journalist. You and Mad Mystic out here LARPing journalists when really you're just douchebags with too much time.
No, I'm not the one committing fraud and scams and covering them up. Why do you think Mitch and others are bringing it up?
Sarah matched the first $100. I matched the second $100. Yes, we sent all the money to Crispy right after that. Even though most of it was through Cash App or through Super Chats, and we wouldn't get it till a month later. So we fronted her the rest of the donos.
Yeah, exactly.
Suck a dick, you dumb fuck rotten brain. Jesus Christ. Go do some journalism. Why don't you do some fucking journalism and at least look into the stories you're reporting on?
Well, that's what I'm getting, because obviously we're getting more information because you've never actually been. I wish Mitch would come up here. No, I wish if Mitch is watching, I want Mitch to come up here because this is the first time you're being accountable, answering questions about it versus being in all damage control.
No, it's fucking not.
Yeah, it is. Because so if Hank, you're irrelevant. If you're irrelevant, Hank.
Panel. That's hilarious.
You're irrelevant. So if you gave Crispy the money out of your own pocket, But knowing that those donations would come back and double, most likely, and double for the propaganda of we're helping Crispy, she's in the hospital. Me and what's her name gave out of our own pockets, for sympathy. Again, you guys still haven't corrected the donations from the people thinking she was in the hospital. You haven't corrected that.
When people donate through super chats, I don't know who actually sent the money, and I don't know how to get it back to them.
But you don't need to know who. That's the point. You don't need to know who.
Right now, I would not know her name, her payment info, or how to get it back.
Okay, but you guys said okay. No. You don't need to know the information. Think of it this way: when did you guys start the campaign for Crispy, and then when did you find out that she lied? Between that time of when you found out when you started the campaign for Crispy to the time of when you guys all found out the fraud occurred, that's where you count how much donations were put in.
I found out
you got your campaign
about the
campaign for Super Chat for all you guys.
The fundraisers when I found out I was doing the fundraiser.
Right, so that would be the start date, and then the date of when you guys found out the fraud occurred would be the stop date of how much donations were collected, right?
No, they were only connected during the live stream.
Okay, all right, I get. Okay, that's fair because you guys were, but no, that's not fair too because even when you're not live, you guys still were promoting it and pushing it, so people who watch the replays would still donate to that cause.
We were not still accepting donations after it was done.
How does that work?
Because you people take money off our channels for themselves, and we're not just opening the door and say, hey, forever now, any super chats you send go to Crispy Treat. It was a one-time event. It was a couple hours, and then it was closed.
Okay, so you're saying that one event was the donation period time. Okay, no, that's fair. We're getting somewhere here now because we never talked about this. You guys did a little damage control
about this. Why wouldn't you do some journalism and go look at the fucking live?
You don't want to answer questions and be accountable, and you're fucking playing. If you would have had this conversation,
I'm not answering questions because I'm accountable to you. I'm not accountable.
You don't have to be. That's why Mitch and others
being accountable to me and the public.
Scamming the audience.
Look, you're asking questions so that you can display yourself. I'm answering them so people can see how fucking dumb you are.
No, it's not dumb because again, Mitch and many others saw the fraud. You and Tomato and all you guys were involved.
You're the one being held accountable right now.
No. You guys covered up the fraud, covered up the damage control, and then made a stupid excuse.
We're literally the ones who brought it out.
The audience. And honestly, the more I think about it, that's bullshit because your guys' promotion were fucking all about the funds. Okay, more than one day. You guys were promoting. Yeah, you guys were promoting, help Crispy out for over a week or longer. So for you to tell me it was a one-day stream is a lie.
Stop.
You're lying.
Stop.
Because I could pull up Tomato's videos where a week afterwards, she's still shouting out the fucking GoFundMe.
It was 2 hours. There was a 2-hour live stream. That was it.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter because people after the live stream, your replay on the channel still replaying. People catch it later that day or the next day or the next day after that, and the funds are still coming in for what you guys promoted.
We closed the donation window.
Okay, so how much total do you think was donated in the name of Crispy, in your honest opinion, on just your channel? You helped.
We sent her about $900, and about $200 of it was from me and her.
Okay, so two of it was. So what is so hard of saying, "Hey, I was involved in a fraud, me Flow State, because I'm going to make $1,000 no time, easy money for me. I'm going to match the $100 because we fucked up. We were involved in this bullshit. What's her name's going to match $1,000, and we're going to give $2,000 to a charitable cause such as breast cancer awareness, whatever, child trafficking awareness, whatever, and say because we were involved in fraud. We didn't
were
really have
not the
anything to do with it,
frauders.
but
We
we
were the
were the
victims,
ones
you dumb
promoting
fuck.
it and pushing it. And yet you guys just want to act like,
We
oh,
don't owe
we
anybody
offered
shit.
for them to give the money back. And they, bro, you didn't handle this professionally. You still kept the fucking money and you still haven't
Look,
fucking
you're a journalist
fixed it.
who didn't even watch the fucking event that you're talking about.
I absolutely did. We saw, bro, I was the first one to tell you Crispy Tree was lying to you. She wasn't in the hospital.
The other part of your LARP super duo is here.
Yeah, so Mad Mystic, come up and present the receipts. Your daddy's wasting my time.
Oh, I'm not wasting your time. Dude, like again, there's reasons why Mitch brought this up. And Flo,
because he's
I
a
gotta say,
grifter and
Flo's
he's running
not.
around putting
Flo,
out his
I would
cash
on
app.
the record say Flo is the only one of these creators that seems to have taken somewhat accountability to try and fix it but more so for his
You don't
his
have
show.
a clue what's happened.
Not to really fix what happened, not to fucking fix that the viewers got scammed by Crispy Treat. That was pushed by Flo, Resto, Mel, fucking Tomato, and Tomatoes is the biggest one. Tomatoes is the biggest scammer grifter, even
She's
bigger
the
than
only
Flo.
other one who was involved in the fundraiser.
Right, and she's the one who didn't give a few fucks, hasn't
she's
said
the
shit,
biggest one
hasn't done shit.
Because you're kind of a coward.
No, she's a bitch grifting money, and she could care less if she scammed the audience or fucking frauded him. You knew that this could be bad, and here we are a year later, people still talking about it. At least you did.
Know what I knew?
I give the respect that you at least told the audience, hey, if you want your money back, you can get it back.
That's the imagination.
I can give two shits.
That's all it knows. Imagination.
That was the only decent thing you did. But that even itself was a scam because you know that they're not going to donate back to you. You and fucking Tomato should have took $1,000 each and then found a charitable cause, had your audience pick it, and donate $2,000, and then it would have been done and over with.
You know what? I'm going to have my next stream is going to be a fundraiser for your clutch, and I'm not giving you the money. And I'm going to tell my audience I'm fundraising for your clutch, and I'm not giving you the money. And I bet you I get way more money.
Right. Because again, I know you will. Again, you are a scammer and fraud. You have no accountability for the money. You could have easily made $1,000 in a heartbeat. Same with her. But instead of donating what you frauded the audience, you guys want to say, "Oh, they could give us the money back." Or we could give them the money back, knowing that that's not how it works. You are a fucking fraud. You could have matched $1,000 because you know that's how much it was. And see, that's what's funny is you make $1,000. You know, someone like me, it takes a long time to get that. Someone like you could make it in a day or two. And you're such a greedy fuck that you're willing to say, "Oh, you know what? We're not going to be accountable. We're not going to, we frauded $1,000 each. Okay? $2,000. Crispy frauded the audience. Our audience frauded us. We were part of it. Instead of you said, that's just pity to me. I'm going to take $1,000 and donate it to charitable fund, which makes you look like a fucking winner, which makes the fraud go away. No, you and fucking Tomato are too greedy to want to fucking actually do what's right. So you fucking are frauds.
So here's the issue. I don't believe you because Mitch is bringing this up from a year ago.
You don't have to believe me. Mitch has fucking seen it. I've seen it. Paul's seen it. OTW's seen it. We all saw what happened.
Imperius went up to dunk on Mitch, and Imperius hates me.
Yeah,
Mitch is getting obliterated.
That's because Mitch has all kinds of optics on him, though. But when it comes down to the scam and the fraud, he's absolutely right of this.
So over a year ago, the people who actually sent the money aren't mad. I have no evidence. I have no evidence.
To up the money you guys scam from the people, and
because they didn't ask for it back. I have no evidence that they want the money back.
His brain doesn't work good enough to understand it. Did he leave or did you kick him?
I muted him, then he left because he wanted to talk over me when I had.
He ran away. Mad Mystic, come up here. The other half of the dynamic duo of LARPing journalists. Let's go. What do you got on it?
Freaking, it's not a duo. It's a freaking, it's whole sector. I call it the bum sector now.
The bum sector?
Yes, LARPing hobos. pretending to be cops and
It's
journalists.
adults pretending to be journalists. It's weird.
Yes, and half of them are hobos. The bums. So,
I mean, Mystic has a garage. Don't sell her that short.
no, I'll grant
I
her
mean,
that.
somebody has a garage.
Someone has a garage, and she only has to. I don't know how many times she has to do it a month to get it, but I guess she has somewhere. But he's wasting my time. He doesn't know what the heck he's talking about. Just like Mitch doesn't either. Mitch does not know what he's talking about either. But they're going on vibes, or they want the money to somewhere else. But the people who sent the money didn't ask for it back. That I know of. Otherwise, Mitch and Snafu would have been coming out with the people who want their money back, saying this person wants their money back, that person wants their money back, and where are they?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's pure little hater bitch energy, and yeah.
And you're a bankster. If they want the money back, they could use facilities in the banking system to at least claw some of it back, or hit your account.
But here's what it really is. He said it when he said, "You guys could make that money in no time." That's what it is.
Yeah, and even that's factual, but difference doesn't make.
Oh wait, I think Mad Mystic isn't down there. That was Snow. Wait, no, that is Mad Mystic. I can't remember.
That is really Mad Mystic. The Mad Mystic 007 is the actual Mad Mystic.
Mirrors is the
Yes, the mirrored is Snow. So she is here on my channel supporting her daddy, Officer Snaps, the progenitor of the bump sector. So let's get what the Nothing Burger Mitch is spinning on before we can end this stream, because before I could confront Mitch on this.
So yeah, that's kind of where I stand on that. Hopefully I brought some clarity to your question. I'm gonna finish this up, start the next one. I'm probably not gonna go a whole lot longer because my battery pack just died. Somehow my car battery died, but it found enough juice. I was able to disconnect everything, and it found enough juice to barely start up.
Hurry
so
up,
I'm sitting here
bitch.
charging, wasting gas, and I gotta be on a tight budget right now, so I gotta be careful. Go get charged up. My battery here, my phone battery was goofing up earlier, but it says it's full. But I need to make sure I don't compromise my real life situation for this virtual bullshit.
Crate is also getting half of the super chats tonight. So anything can get super chats. Christy's getting half of that. As of now, we're up to $457 total. So she will receive half of that. So yeah, but you guys have to send Crispy a super chat for $75, and then that means we have to make Flow State match the full 100, and he can pay up like a little fucking bitch.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a screenshot of it. Yeah, what time is it? If I don't get proof from Crispy that she's received $75 in the next 15 minutes, so by 2:31 Central Time, then she's not getting the full match. And you guys know I will be that big a douchebag. I'm throwing out incentives to not hold on to it. But I gotta go. My stream started. Thank you.
Hi, bitch.
Excellent stream.
Oh yeah. Fuck out of here. Bye. Oh wait, Prancess came.
was he filming this on a runway?
Yeah, he was.
Dang, Nachaz, you blocked too, huh? That's wild.
You got tired tomato eyes. Do you want to do that? Okay, so what's the total cash out things? Did you have that? Or do you want to give it to me later? Okay. Well, I've already started the next one. I already started live. I'm going to jump over. My people automatically direct over here if you want to stay downstairs while she gone a few more times. Her link is pinned in the title of the video. And, something else. Oh, yeah, you fuckers didn't ask me what I need to do. Why you didn't get the full 100% match on me. That's shameful. This is great, though. Thanks for inviting me. Good night. Split what? No. First 100 second. We'll see.
Yeah, censoring people that threaten their narratives by not just accepting them as being arbiters of truth is indicative of serving someone else's agenda, for sure. I think you're on it. But yeah, I don't need to know any more about Notch or Rose or basically anyone that associates with them who is involved in sort of the back end side of what happens here on social.
Okay, so he's going on vibes instead of facts. This is just conspiratorial thinking. I really, really doubt he's actually going to substantiate any of his claims because he's going on vibes.
Nah, he's been getting torn up all morning over there.
Alright, well, at least I have some record of him not getting anywhere, which is why he didn't. That's why he was playing hide the facts.
Yep. Just like the whole crew, all the zebras, including, I don't know. I don't know why Mad Mystic isn't up here taking up for a boy. He ran off.
I let him yell and talk over me for a good half hour. So if I had to mute him because I wanted to get somewhere again.
Maybe if you offer to have sex with her on YouTube, maybe she'll come up then.
I'll do it, but not on YouTube. I'll do it on a proper site. I don't want children to watch the video.
That's respectable of you. I wonder why she didn't think of that through.
Yeah, we could publish it to Adult Empire or something, but not on YouTube. You're denouncing Snafu. She just denounced Snafu. Damn. Well, that's an accomplishment.
Do we see some zebra infighting now? Zebras turning on each other. The optics are so low. Zebras are starting to cannibalize other zebras.
Yes, and that's why I'm the greater chaos agent, not like those lesser ones.
Social media with these guys, I know they know. Anyone who is... Oh, either way, I gotta get... Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to watch most of this one. I don't know. It's a pretty fucking long stream. I'm gonna try and skip through as much of it as I can. I guess I should just watch the very beginning and then skip through until I come in.
So he comes in to the stream, so he's pretty much just running his same narrative that he always runs. It looks like. We'll try to get there.
I said specifically, theology. Okay, right. There's a lot of people who send a lot of money through super chats instead of doing it where you get the match, which is amazing. But
Snafu, you're getting turned on right now. You just gonna ignore that shit, pretend it didn't happen? La 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 la.
I don't match the second 100. And yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna get a screenshot of it. What time is it? If I don't get proof from Crispy that she's received $75 in the next 15 minutes, so by 2:31 Central Time, then she's not getting the full match. And you guys know I will be that big douchebag. I'm not throwing out incentives to not hold on to it. But I gotta go. My stream started. Thank you. Excellent stream.
Yeah, you can get it. It's like $2 to get behind the grift wall or something. Your journalist of your integrity can handle it.
All right.
Yeah, you could beg for the $2 to get behind the grift wall.
Hell, you could use some of the $25 I sent you to get past the grift wall.
Or you can ask me very nicely. I could just get in there and get it.
No, this isn't that.
No, this is I'm reviewing Mitch.
I'm not gonna go dig through all that shit to find it. If I come across it, then I'll bring it back up. But it's somewhere in the hours and hours of shit.
Yeah, so Mitch is bringing up old accusations before he can get validation, and I'm trying to see if there's any there, and we're missing everything. We're not getting anywhere. So he's
Mad Mystic says that Snafu stands behind criminals.
Really
interesting.
Yeah, and this is Mad Mystic, not Mad Mystic Mirror. So it's
which criminals does he stand behind?
Yeah, I want to know. That's the interesting aspect. I want to know what criminals Snafu stands behind.
I'm not fixing playing your gaming where you literally promote Snow, who puts my family in danger along with me. Didn't you put your own family in danger? Isn't that what your charges are?
Yeah, that's what it seemed like to me with the terroristic threats and the cyber stalking, and I think it's normal stalking. I wasn't quite sure. So maybe the police was confused. They just had a misunderstanding.
I think she's getting mad at Snaps.
I need to pat myself on the back then.
Good job. That's a lot. That's some good chaos.
Yep.
Lord. Here's what I'm gonna do better for her, Tom. I'm gonna make sure that instead of my 75, she gets 150. Maybe you should contribute to it since you're the crypto millionaire. Sell some XRP.
There's another one of them.
The former panelist president, you mean?
Self-proclaimed. I mean, you can call yourself whatever the fuck you want, but if nobody else acknowledges it, are you that thing? Probably not.
No, I go by social constructivism, so if people don't acknowledge it, then it's not a thing. Yes, on the record, Snafu tried trapping Hank O'Flynn.
Damn, she's threatening Snow and Snafu. What is this 777 energy? There's an Aleister Crowley book that's titled 777. I haven't read it. I just know it exists.
I need to get that one. But yes, Snafu, yes. That's right. I had Officer Snaps on today, and I asked for the Guardian, and he refused to provide it because he was calling with himself. That's my hypothesis. He was calling on behalf of himself, pretending to be a child, and that's why there's no Guardian.
You know what? Mad Mystic might be redeeming herself. We'll just have to see how this plays out.
Oh, Lord. Where's this thing? I have a headache. Probably dehydrated. The link is down. I am not entertaining you people tonight anymore. I do not have anything. Actually, I did have something planned, but I'm doing a different night. This is just purely an open panel opportunity with really nothing else being brought to the floor if you would like it. But if you want, hurry up and grab the link because I'm going to take a break right now. Or I can just, I can throw over one of starting soon things with a song. I need to take a lap and get some water. I'm not holding it back. Well, I am holding it back. This is how incentives work. Welcome, Crypto Millionaire Tom.
Paul's your boyfriend.
No, Paul's your boyfriend. You wish he was.
No, Paul's your boyfriend, faggot, because that's where me being a crypto millionaire comes from. You and Foil Board are still playing that game. I haven't made any money off crypto, nigger.
I know you haven't made any money off crypto. This comes from you.
No, I never said I was a crypto millionaire, nigger.
Bye, Tom. Rage.
I did make money out of crypto, so.
I did too, but I quit fucking around with it in like 2000 or 20, I think.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna start fucking around with it when I get my backup business going. Maybe I'll just keep a little bit. But I want to. I know cryptocurrency doesn't really work good enough to replace credit because it's just not efficient with the transfers.
Mystic, is a 777 doll the same as a voodoo doll, or is there any difference? I mean, I think it sounds like a good idea personally.
Yeah, I have a zebra hat, so I can use that as a voodoo doll. Let me get it.
Now he's saying Mystic has shit in her ears. Huh?
It's gonna be fun when this gets clipped out of context. We put on the zebra hat on.
That's all right. I'll put on my zebra avatar real quick.
All right, cool. And we'll say something like, "We taking over the zebras by force."
Did we just conquer zebras?
Yes, we took it over by force.
That's our shit now. If I see you in the streets with a zebra avatar, I'm cutting it off you.
Exactly. And we got the knives for that.
We do got the knives for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's do both knives at the same time now.
Damn, your knife is scaring mine.
Yep, it's technically a bill hook, but
mine clicks better though.
Yes, yours does click better. And I know you're gonna clip this. Good. You need a picture for it to last longer because you don't pay enough attention.
Hold on. What about this one?
Ooh, that one's cool too.
This is a ProTech. That sucker's badass. It's kind of dark in here. You can't see it, but
I gotcha.
that's a pokey motherfucker right there.
Yep. So, Snafu is an actor and former using Fed tactics and
Here's why I don't think so. Could you imagine trying to manage Snafu? He's too dumb. He's too dumb to be an asset.
I have to validate that. I mean, I can barely manage him, and I'm actually pretty good at keeping him under control and focused. And I mean, I
And now he's about to get the $777. Oh boy.
Yeah. So if he was my asset, I'd fire him and replace him with Brown's boy. But what do I know?
Venus, you say 777 is the best Crowley? I haven't read any Crowley, but
But Tom, no, hang out backstage. I'll bring Amps in. How long you guys think I'll wait for?
I'm not a business. I strive every minute of the day to be pleased, and I fail miserably at it.
but the zebras
I believe
in
some of
the
these clips have
chat.
Oh, it's not flow sharing.
Yeah, that show. Boy, Flo was on the rag on that show.
On the rag. For that one.
I'm telling you, man, that dude, that slow, what the hell is his name? Slow State. I was calling him.
Yeah, I didn't know Mitchell was Marcy Life either.
You guys didn't? That's crazy.
That was too new.
Well, I think this has been a fairly successful morning for all the loser, grifter, accusers. Zebras are infighting. Mitch has just been getting torn to shreds all morning, even by people like Imperious, which is crazy.
Yep. Yes, and Snafu says he has a troll army as well. He said so on my panel. I think the time before last he was on.
Mystic, come up here, and maybe Snafu will come up too, and you guys can talk it out.
What was proven is Flow State, Tomato, and all of them don't care about the fraud that Mitch pointed out, and we all saw that Flow State and his group of people covered up fraud, and they could care less if they fucking are accountable for grifting and frauding audience and viewers.
I'm more concerned
or
about
a fake
why
illness of someone that they collected over $2,000 for. And again, you have no accountability for frauding the audience or viewers.
Why are you not being
Mitch
accountable
actually
for
was
standing
over
up for somebody
target.
who doxed,
And if Mystic knows, yes, I see Snow doxing her and all the other shit.
you still
But
stand
again,
up for
Mystic, you've been
doxing and
real
putting
comfy with
Mystic's
Tarek
family in
lately.
danger.
But hey, the fact is you admitted today that you could care less
I
about
approve of
frauding
you
the
taking your
audience.
profile
You could
picture.
care
Good
less
job.
about scamming the viewers. And you and Tomato and all you guys are unaccountable.
He didn't
Great
want us to cut
job,
that zebra
Flow
off.
State, for showing us how much of a grifting scammer you really are and could care less. But you're not as much as Tomato because you had to protect your business and channel. So you kind of half-assed damage controlled it. Tomato and them, they just let it go. Again, they're okay with grifting and scamming the audience and viewers, and that's the facts.
You about
Do
to
you
get a
see your
777
fucking double speaking, bitch?
Oh my
Listen,
God! Go
listen,
suck my
bitch.
parents'
You
nuts, you
fucking
dumb
double
bitch!
speaking
Suck
ass.
my
So
parents'
because I'm
nuts,
fucking
mister.
talking to
Go
Tarek, now
down,
it's okay
fuck it
for
while
you
you
to
do
double
it.
down
Get
with
rid of the
Snow
church
Suck a
thing.
broom
my
while you
family
suck
and
on
shit.
Tarek's
You
nuts.
voodoo is coming on your ass today, bitch.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Where'd she go?
Fucking crazy bitch.
She left
Did
on
she
the
just do a
road.
hit and run?
Yes.
She did, but you know what? She could be butthurt. She's mad because I'm not calling Snow out like she feels I should. She think and Snow's doing dirty little
I've noticed
optics
that
like
you're
I
not-
see
you're not-
going
You're
down.
not having her back, and she's not having yours.
But she's playing games with Tarek and shit, so it is what it is. But we're talking about you and your scam and Tomato and the fraud that Mitch has pointed out. And all you've proven is you are okay with scamming and grifting and scamming audience and viewers. Like
So,
you guys
let me
have
do
no
some real
shame
journalism.
in your game.
Let me do some
And
real
that's okay,
journalism,
Flo.
Snafu. Snafu Snaps. How do you feel learning that you're going to have a 777 doll made of you, and you'll be in the
It's
hospital by the
not
end
the
of the day.
first time, bro. She's done how many dolls with how many names on it?
I don't know.
I don't know
lot.
either.
She's had a lot. I've been on a few dolls already, okay? Yeah, I've been on a few dolls already. She's mad because I'm not going after Snow the way she thinks I should be.
Why are you a bad friend to Mystic?
I'm not. In fact, I've actually watched out for her multiple times, including even now.
Doesn't
She
seem
keeps
like it.
putting herself in a position of being infiltrated, and she doesn't fucking care. Hence her fucking dirty cowboy Randy optics. Hence what Tarek and her now. Hence she's mad. She's mad because I'm not calling Snow out. Which if she cleaned the gunk in her fucking ears, I've said over and over and over for the 100th time. I see Snow's optics too.
And you're okay with it, and you're cool with it. Yeah, I see.
I'm not. I'm not okay with any of
I
it.
see why the zebra.
But the
infighting is
subject
happening.
we're talking about is you frauding audience.
Crew is
You
just
and
the
Tomato
old
frauding the
crew.
audience and grifting them for
There's
2K
no
plus.
clue in the crew.
Hey,
is
did
there?
you know, honestly, if Mitch were to look into it, if it's over $1,000 or something, it could be criminal.
But it's
The
under
scam you guys
$1,000.
did.
It's
If it's over
$900.
$1,000, it could be criminal. And
You
Mitch was
didn't do
talking
any
about this the other day.
research. It's
Could be
$900.
But it has been over a year, so that you know, I'm sure statute of limitation is there. But the fact that you and Tomato have no problem still damage control covering up, it just goes to show you, like, you guys are grifters and scammers. No shame in your game.
I was investigating it, and you were trying to make a distraction to protect Mitch. So I
No,
want to know
but
how
I'm
you
not
Mitch are
saying Mitch,
connected.
I'm
Mitch
saying Mitch is
damage
correct
control now.
about his observation and what he's saying.
Snafu,
Mitch is
here's the
correct
thing.
about the fraud.
It's obvious that you and Mitch are full of shit to everybody who's seen anything.
No,
this morning.
no,
The thing
Mitch
is that-
it's not even just Mitch. Hasn't Paul called you out for the fraud too? Hasn't OTW called you out
I
for the
don't think
fraud?
Paul has.
Haven't
Yeah,
multiple
OTW jumped on the
creators
bandwagon.
called you guys out on the
OTW
fraud?
didn't call- no,
will
Paul
say
didn't.
that I
OTW
frauded
called you
when
out.
I'm not
Paul's
there.
called you out. Paul's called you out in the fraud big time.
Snafu,
Yeah.
why don't we
All
talk
these
about when I got incarcerated? You called me and told me that, oh, I have some optics. Snow is the one that contacted your family, and I have the
He
receipt.
did, and I'll say that publicly.
Has the receipt.
Again, do
And
you not
then
listen to
you
what I
never
say?
produced
I
them.
see Snow's
You
optics just
never
as much as
produced
everyone else is.
shit.
We of course she even admitted
Yeah,
she
because
contacted
you
your
are
family.
standing by. This is what you do. You are literally
that I'm telling you, I see the
people
fucking
that
optics
are
with her?
attacking me.
You want me to go at Snow hardcore, but why aren't you doing it
No,
with Tarek?
you're doing a double speak. You're crying about a dirty trucker threatening you, but you're protecting people who are doxing me. They're
I'm not.
contacting my
I just
family.
said I saw.
And doxing my family.
I just said
and my
I saw
address,
Snow going
and
after
then
you.
you're crying and running around. Oh, you're doxing
If you
me.
can't get
All
the
right,
junk
yeah,
out of
yeah,
your
yeah.
ears,
Your booty's coming on your
get
bitch
the
ass.
junk out of
You
your ears.
know
I
it.
already
You
said
know
the
it.
things about Snow. We all witnessed Snow's optic. She's
I
really
think Mad
butthurt
Mystic is,
about
I'm on
Snow.
Mad Mystic side in this one. I think she won too. Where you stand?
Of course you are. You're gonna
I mean,
compare to
Snafu,
anyone who's
let's be real.
against this old Snafu Snaps. Like
He's
most you
meaner than
Hey,
you
that's
are
how
too.
Tarek, hey, do you know how Tarek got himself in a wreck?
He's
doing
meaner
just
than
that?
you are too.
Hey,
He'll
Tarek
fuck
fucked
you
around
up.
and found out, right? Tarek was claiming I got shit on Snaps. I got shit on Snaps. We all knew he didn't have shit. He fucked around and found out. And then when he was approached to see if he had shit on me, of course he didn't. He found out. Well, again, he fucked around and found out, making claims he didn't have. And then when someone said, hey, well, of course Tarek doesn't have shit. Now, again, fuck around and find out optics were in play. You all fucking keep doing it. Keep doing it.
What?
My optics of this situation is she's mad about the Snow thing. I get it. Snow has
She has a right to be mad at you. You're not a very good friend.
No, she doesn't. You know what? Go fucking talk to Pedograph. Go hang out with your pal Monograph, and then go cupcake with Mystic, and we'll see how that works. Okay?
So Browns Boy has a question.
We'll see how that works, Flo. I see your optics, so just like what Tarek's doing, sucking up to her. Again, she's a lone zebra. There's thousands of lone zebras out there, whistleblowers,
So
journalists.
they're not.
Some
So if they're
some
all
I
lone
haven't
zebras,
even
then there's
met
no
that-
crew.
that represent the
The
zebra.
crew.
You know what?
Rest-
There's many out there that
in peace
represent
to
the
the
zebra
crew.
that I haven't even met.
The
because
crew is
real
so young.
whistleblowers, real journalists, real fishermen expose
Here's the
scumbags like
LARP.
you and others online. You have no accountability for frauding or grifting the audience with Tomato and the others. And even Paul's called you out on this shit, bro. Paul
Why are
has
you
called you out on the fraud and
deflect the
scam.
ball? Stand on your own truth.
We're
yo.
standing on no. We're standing on all of us. Me,
You
Mitch,
stand on your
Paul,
own truth,
all
yo. Paul's
these
not
creators
here.
who see that you're a scam artist and a fucking
Why are you
grifter.
dragging Paul's
It's
name
not
into your
like we're all
claim?
fucking hug a buddy, fuck a buddy, and
What
saying,
he's doing
"Oh,
is
let's hug a
he's
buddy,
trying to
fuck a
drag
buddy,
Paul in
and
the
agree
conversation.
how
So
Flow
hopefully
State's the
Paul will join and
scumbag
try to save
grifter."
him.
No, we see the optic.
Paul's
And
not
that's what
coming
I'm
to
saying.
save you here.
I'm sure if you had a
He knows it's
conversation with
outgunned.
Paul about your fraud and grifting optics, it would
Hey.
come in a different way. If you talk to OTW about if you talk to Mitch, it go a
Snafu.
different way. If you talk to me, it go a different way. The fact is, the
Snafu,
common
can I hear you-
denominator, we all
I hear
saw
you-
you
will you
grift
say
and
something?
scam and fraud. That's the common denominator. We all
Snafu.
saw it.
Is Paul your daddy?
Yep.
Can you say
My
that?
daddy
Then?
Paul.
Paul
Why,
is
does
my
that bug
daddy.
you? Yep.
Then
My
why
dad
does
is
he serve
Paul.
you
Does that bug
and your
you?
wishes?
Does that bug you both? My
Why does he
dad?
serve you and your wishes?
It should bug you, but it doesn't. So I'm
No.
amused by it.
My dada is honorable, accountable, and not a grifting scammer like you.
This is
My
this is
dada.
confusion. He is the daddy of Paul.
I mean, that's
Sort of
what-
like,
yeah, my
sort of like he
dada
didn't
is
grift
honorable,
for Jalcott Fest or whatever.
non-grifting,
Cop Fest.
non-scamming. He's fucked
Yeah.
up. Don't get me wrong. Paul's fucked up where I've had to been like, but no, in real talk,
Cow stalking.
real shit, that motherfucker's the most realist here. If I were to have to put my
He's
shit
sending up the dad-ass
in a
signal.
basket, that motherfucker would be the
Okay,
first one.
let
I'd
him
be like,
come in.
Hey,
I'll-
I
I'll-
don't care
I'll
how
let Len
many you
read.
getting along, not getting along. I could say I would rather him be in my foxhole than you motherfuckers.
Okay, let's see what
Why?
happens.
But you
Why?
two fat motherfuckers
Because
wouldn't
he's
fit in
not
a
caught up
foxhole
in
together.
grifting and fraud scams like you. That's the start. Why would Paul be the one I would want in my foxhole over you? Because he's not caught up in grifting and fucking.
You two fat
Scamming like
assholes
you.
would just lay in the foxhole and sweat on each other.
But I ain't even about the Paul train. He may be my dad at times. You know what I'm about? The Truthio train, the Snafu crew, the
You know what?
Zebra, the whistleblowers, the journalists.
You get pussy
What
Paul
I
here.
point
Go
out is
ahead.
There's multiple creators other than myself that have watched the fraud and scams go on and that have their own opinion about what you and Tomato have done.
Yeah, you go get pussy Paul here to bail you out. That'd be hilarious. Go ahead.
Hey,
Go ahead and get
hey,
him pussy.
you have been shitting on that dude ever since he's been honest with you. He was
I've been
honest with
shitting on
you,
him
and you
before
cried
that.
like a little baby, and you would not call him pussy Paul to his face.
Oh, absolutely I will.
He
No,
does
you
all the
wouldn't.
time.
You wouldn't, dude.
Yes, I
would.
will. I'll do it again.
No,
he
you
wants
no,
to,
you
he wants to
wouldn't.
fly out and find.
I put $1 million. You wouldn't, Hank.
You don't have $1 million.
And if you did,
You're
that
already
smile
deep in
would probably
debt.
most likely be wiped off your face. It's
All
true.
right.
It's
To
true.
put you, to
Real
get
talk.
you, spend your $1 million. Get
Kinda
Paul
like
in the
Derek
same
fucking
room,
around
and I'll
finding out how
tell him. I'll
He
tell
has
him what he
evidence
is.
against me. Oh, I got evidence. I got this, got that. We knew he never had shit, and he found out. Well, you run your mouth when you don't have shit. Fuck
Yeah,
around,
that's what
find
Mitch
out
is
how
doing.
big-
Let's get back to Mitch.
Yeah, why is Mitch fucking calling this shit out? Because Mitch is being truthful.
No,
about
he's running
Flo
him
and
his
Tomato.
mouth without evidence, like he's just
Dude,
criticized.
the evidence is there. Flo and Chris, they fucking grifted money for a fake illness, for someone faking in the hospital. Flo and Tomato fucking use sympathy to collect donations.
Like you did in OTW. You're in the hospital now.
Use
You're
sympathy
literally in the
to
hospital
collect
on this
but here's the
call.
deal.
Show us your.
I actually am sick. I actually do deal with health issues. I'm in the
Ooh.
hospital all the fucking time. I probably don't got much life left in me.
It's
to be real
probably
with you.
your karma.
Probably, but
Your
you know
karma
what?
is
I'd
so
rather have
bad
the
it's
karma I
killing
have than
you.
being a grifting scumbag loser who fucking won't even be accountable. When again, you're right. You can make $1,000 in a heartbeat. You're such a greedy piece of shit. You can't correct this grift or scam you did to the audience or viewers. You want to just keep the money and act like, oh, we did fix it. We did cover it.
This
So
is
you
all
got
one
you
big.
and you
This
guys
is
could
all
have
one
matched
big. This is a big.
$1,000 each, and
Look, I
donated
know
it
this
to
is
a charitable
play
cause.
because you want money right now.
Then why
You're
don't
trying
you do it? Why don't you do it? Why don't you and Tomato donate what you guys took from this and donate to a charitable cause this week?
if we were going to do that, we would have to take money from a charity because we lost.
So
You use your own money. You guys grifted a scam. Use the money out of your fucking brand, your fucking channels. That because you guys had no problem. Because I guarantee it was more than $1,000. People donated when you guys were pushing
Bro,
up the
you didn't
propaganda
even
game.
know that we matched
Crispy
funds.
detail,
You don't have a
she's in the
goddamn clue how much
hospital.
it was.
You and Tomato were sympathizing the audience as much as you can.
Like you've been
Crispy
doing
needs
now.
help. She's in
Yep.
the hospital. She needs money. Give
You
her
know what?
money.
Maybe I'll have Venus show me how to make one of those 777 dolls.
yeah, I could probably do it too. But how's this
Venus-
for how's this for an
Venus would know.
offer?
She's
If
a
you
double
show
chin
if you
rat.
show us yourself in a hospital gown right now and tell us what you're in the hospital for, I will put your Cash App on screen. How about this? I will help you, Grift.
I'm not in the hospital now. I got out.
You said you were in a hospital today on this call.
Yes, I'm standing outside right now.
Okay, so
Turn your camera on. Let us see.
I'm not turning shit on. I don't need to
Yeah,
let
because you're a fucking liar.
Okay. I
Hey,
mean, there's no point of lying about that.
All right,
No point of
everybody.
lying about that.
I am now doing a fundraiser for Snafu Snaps that I will keep for myself. If you would like to donate to my
Another
fundraiser
scam
for Snafu Snaps,
under
that I will
my
not
name.
give to him.
No,
my
actually,
Cash
I
App
would
is on
love
my
you to do
my
it.
avatar.
I hope you actually mention my name when you create the GoFundMe or do something. I would love for you because, again, Mitch is right. What you guys did, if it was over $1,000, technically it's criminal.
He's going
Like,
after
what
me
you
because
guys
I
did
have
was
money,
criminal,
and he's trying to pressure me into giving him money for his fucking clutch. That's what this
Well,
is about.
well, yeah, you want to help me? You want to do something good? There's a charitable cause. Fix
Support
old Snafu's
Snap.
car.
Send money to me that I will not give to him, so he gets mad.
or you can send
No,
money
bro,
to me
you're mad
that I will not
because-
give to
you're
him,
mad
so he'll
because
get mad.
Paul, myself, OTW, many creators out there, Mitch, we see the scam and the grift in you, which, again, no shame in the game. You're about it. You brag about it. Like, I cannot, like I said, I got to give credit where credit's due as far as you did tell the audience, hey, if you want to get money back, fucking let us know, we'll give money. But you knew that most of those people wouldn't do that. You knew that you would be able to save the money because most people would never fucking
Mystic, will you
write
teach
back
me how
and
to
say,
make it
I
Snafu
want my
777
money back.
later?
Yeah, I'm going to make it happen. Listen, Snafu, show us your receipts. If you're outside of the hospital, show us your receipts, just like the GG optics. You lying sack of shit. You
Sack of
are
shit.
yeah. Oh, you're in the hospital? Oh, now you just walked out of the hospital? Okay, turn on your camera and show us. Show us. Where's the building?
Yeah.
Show us the building, Officer
Show
Snaps.
us the building. Walk
I don't need to
outside.
show you shit, but I can't show you my bag here.
Show us your gown then.
I can't show you my bag, my hospital bag, you know.
Show us your hospital gown.
You
You're
know what I
still in it.
Here. I guess I could show you my paperwork too, you know.
No, we want to see where you are.
Outside of the
No.
hospital.
I don't, you know, I don't
Walk
need to do this.
outside
I
of
know.
the
Hey,
hospital.
hey, Mystic.
No,
Mystic, why
don't play your
don't you
GG
go grab a
optics with
broom
me. Don't play
and
your
fuck
GG
the
optics
shit out of
with
it?
me. Oh, yeah, here comes the...
Yeah.
Oh, so you're playing GG
Yeah,
optics
why don't you grab
now,
it
huh?
and why don't you get Tarek?
Why don't you turn
Because
on
you
your
and Tarek are,
camera
hey, maybe
and
me
show
and
us
Snow
the
should get
outside of
together,
the
right?
hospital? Oh, you don't have
Maybe,
your receipt. No receipt, Mr. Zebra?
maybe
Oh,
I
I'm
should
outside the
fucking look
hospital.
into, maybe I should.
Yeah, caught
Look,
in
you
a
guys are
lie.
retarded. I just
Zebra,
showed you my
caught in
hospital
a
bag.
lie. Imagine
All
that.
right.
The optics
I
are
just
high.
showed you
The
my
optics
hospital
are high.
bag.
Lies
Yep.
all day long.
Okay.
Yep.
And he wants to give
Yeah, are you
us
here for
medical
me?
advice.
Hold on one second. Are you here for me? Hold on one second.
Look,
Go.
ladies and gentlemen, if you want to donate to Snafu Snaps, getting more pissed off and maybe, exacerbating his autoimmune disease, donate to me right now, and I won't send him the money.
Fraud
Or you can donate to me right now, and I won't send him any
Yeah,
money.
or you can send it
I'm
to
on
Hank.
YouTube right now.
Send us money
I'm
for a
having to tell
Snafu
this
Snaps
fucking
clutch that we will
driver,
keep.
I'm yelling at you fucktards in the back of his car because you're all scammer and grifter. Yeah, this is YouTube. This guy, go check. Hey, on YouTube, there's this guy named Hostate. Powder
No,
Dusty.
give him my real channel. Give him my channel
He
name.
scammed people for money and shit, and now he's in damage control, and this is what he's getting called out for right now.
I'm doing a fundraiser.
Yeah, I promoted your channel for you, dude.
I'm doing a fundraiser
The
for
Uber
you,
driver.
Snafu, and I'm keeping the money.
Powder Dusty, but he's a scammer and fraud. Make sure you check out Paul Enslaved or Snafu Crew. Snafu Snaps.
Pussy
No,
Paul.
dude.
Robert,
Go
check
check
him
the
out.
receipts, dude. I told
Goblin.
you.
No,
He's
Goblin
got the
needs
receipts.
booze money. Hey,
Pay
Goblin's
the
a drunk
fucking
begging for
members
money.
already and go get the receipts.
Goblin,
if you're
hey,
that
beg for money.
concerned.
Tell us how you need booze, Goblin.
I don't have a cash app,
Goblin's a
sir,
drunk
but I
begging for
accept
money
super
online.
chat. I don't accept anything else.
Goblin, do you need money? You need a dono for your booze today?
No, I don't want to drink today.
Oh, okay.
And I want one. I want to get some white wine.
You gonna
Send me
drink
money.
white wine? Are you
Yes.
a wine? Are you drink? Do you drink wine out of the box, Hank?
No.
This man's wearing.
No.
Look at this man's collection of fedoras. He drinks wine out of your bitch's pussy.
Dun dun dun. But you got no bitch either, Snafu. You're a failure.
I'm not a
He's a
drunk
bitch and
idiot
Hank
who
has a
begs
cup.
for money like you, being a drunk fuck online. You're a wasted drunk,
Is
bro.
that all
You're
that
a
you can
drunk.
say?
Hey, your mama's about to lose
Pay
her
the
house, right?
members
Your
only
why
and
don't you
go
go
get
get
the
a job
receipts,
instead of begging
Snafu.
online and hey, why,
Go
instead of putting
get
your
the
mother
receipts,
instead of putting your
Snafu.
mother in the position you put her in by having to raise your drunk ass,
My
let her
mother
stay at
doesn't
her
raise
your
me.
house.
Are
Why don't you be a
goofy?
man and go
I
provide
pay
for your
my own
family,
bills. Are
Goblin?
you goofy?
Why did your mommy provide for you, Goblin?
My
Why
mommy
does
does
your
not
mommy
provide for
provide
me,
for you,
sir.
Goblin? I don't even have my mommy provided for me. Why does your mommy provide for you, Goblin?
Let me correct the record
Your
since
mommy's
you're,
You
raising
live
your
with your
kids.
you're
mommy.
stupid.
Your mommy
I
pays
provide
the
for
bills.
my
Your
mom. Do you
mommy
get
pays
it?
the bills while you sit at
I
home
pay my
drinking,
own bills.
while
Do
you
you get
waste
it
your
yet?
life away getting
I have
drunk.
a
And
whole
then you
family
cry
that
when
I
your
have to
mom
help
is in a
take
bad
care of. Do you
position
understand
with
that?
money and bills while
I
you're
have
a
a
drunk fuck
father in a
not getting a
wheelchair.
job.
Do you
Well,
understand
hey,
that?
you live with your mommy crying about your
No, I
mommy's
don't live
hardship.
with my mommy. I live in my own residence. You're a fucking
Oh, yeah,
fool.
residentry that she pays the bills
So-
for that
No,
she
sir. I
You
pay
do
my
not
own
pay
bills.
bills on your place, Goblin. You're
You're
a
a
drunk fuck.
liar. You're
I
a
know you don't.
liar.
I
I have
know
a
you.
I have a question.
You told the audience how your mom was about to lose the house and everything.
So
My
Officer
mom is
Snaps.
still about to
You were
lose her
crying
house and
about it.
everything because
Funny,
people like
funny,
you
as you're
get in the
drinking
way
your
from me
booze.
working.
So
You
Officer Snaps,
go
I have
get
a
a job
question.
and take care of your family, you drunk fuck.
I
Does
do
your
take care of my
No, you
family.
don't.
That's
You
the whole
drink and
thing.
put them in.
That's why I'm always
You're a
broke because
burden
I
to them, most
provide
likely.
for everybody
You're
but
a
my
burden
motherfucking
to them,
self,
most
dude.
likely.
So I have a question, Officer Snaps. Does your kiddo live with your mommy? Because that's what I
You see
heard.
my child all the time. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, so that's a yes. Thank you.
No, she don't live with the mother. I took custody of the mother. You can look that up and won.
You
Check
took
that
custody
out.
of your mother?
Yeah, I took her. Yeah, back in the day, right before I had to go get hemmed up. Yep. Mother's not even in me and my family are involved in my child's life. Not the mother's gone, long gone, long time.
No, I mean your own mother. The adopted mother
I see my
has the
mother
custody
and I
of the
talk
child.
to her and I help her and she helps me when we can, but I don't like live in
Okay,
her
so
house.
what's
I don't
the
get
issue
money
with
from
me
her. I don't.
saying the same thing, but it's
Goblin is
okay
like
for
an
you, right?
adult that his
Rules
mother
for
is
you
still
or
taking
rules
care
for
of.
me, but not thee.
Goblin's
Once
an
again,
adult
it's
whose
always
mother
that
is
with
still
you.
taking care of
It's
him.
always that with you.
But it's kind of like the King Cobra shit, dude. He's a drunk piece of shit that's online, and then until he just goes from his drinking, like, I mean, again, Goblin, you're more of a burden probably to your mom and family than anything.
Here's the thing
could be-
that you don't
you could
understand,
be a job
Snafu.
today, tomorrow,
I
this
do
week.
help all of
You
my
don't
family.
help shit.
All
You
of them.
could be helping your mom, instead you're drinking. You could be helping your mom, instead you're online fucking crying. You could be helping your family, but you don't go get a job. You don't go get fucking work. You don't do shit.
Snafu, you have no
You
idea
don't
what
do
I've
shit,
been
Goblin.
doing and not been doing. That's the
I
whole
know
thing.
you're drinking, and we see you come online every day, drunk.
Right.
We see
Did
you
I not
slurring
just make a
words.
statement
We
that I
see you
don't want
begging
to
people
drink
for
today?
money.
Did I not just make that statement?
We see you saying your mom's about to lose everything, and then
Yeah.
well, what are you doing? You got a beer in hand or a bottle in hand, and you're on camera slurring, crying about your mommy and your
You don't
situation.
give a fuck.
But
All you want to do
drunk.
is talk shit about it.
You're fucking drunk.
You don't give a fuck what's
I
happening
don't give
with
a
any of
fuck.
my
You're
family
drunk.
members.
You're
All you
absolutely
want to do
right.
is
I
talk
don't
shit.
give a fuck. You're drunk.
Exactly. And I don't give a fuck that you're in the hospital, motherfucker.
Right. I don't care. You think most you guys don't give a fuck. In fact, you guys will celebrate when I die. I know this.
No, I don't think it's that gonna be that significant.
No. There's gonna be many celebrations when I go, and just for y'all, it may be very close. My health is declining. Real talk. So good for y'all. It will be okay.
So my question is,
Celebration will
if your
come.
health is
But
so bad,
Douglas,
why do
instead
you
of
give me
crying
medical
online and
advice
stuff,
over
go
and
get
over
a job
again?
and help your fucking family.
Why do you give out medical
I
advice
am
if your
to the
health is
best
so
that
bad?
I can.
Do what, Hank?
Why do you give out medical advice if your health is so bad? It doesn't make any sense.
What? Oh, saying that you shouldn't get the jab?
Yeah, I'm not in the hospital. Cynthia's not in the hospital. You are in the hospital.
You will have to deal with whatever comes with that in the future.
Nothing's coming.
I think with the jab, there's a lot there's a lot of optics of your health may be fine for this second, but your cells have been compromised. Your human DNA has been completely compromised with God knows what that could be used in the future. So you may be healthy this second right now, but who knows with the future? You know,
It sounds like cope to me. It just sounds like cope.
No, if you don't know that big pharma like Pfizer, Moderna, and all this other shit and what they're opening up and finally telling the public and then the Bill Gates optics, like, yes, we give people like you who took the jab shit because your discernment is pretty like, oh, I'm going to trust Big Daddy Gov.
Right.
I'm going to trust Big Daddy Pharma. They're going to fucking save me. This shot is fucking good. So, like, yeah, my health is not the best, Hank, but it hasn't been the best for a while.
So why is your health so bad?
If I probably would have got the shot, I probably would have been dead a lot sooner.
So why is your health so bad? Why are you in the hospital?
Because I have an autoimmune condition that's fucking killing me.
Which one?
Simple as that.
Which one?
Well, that's the thing. There's a couple dissecting cellulitis of the scalp, and then a couple others that are
called
unknown.
karma. He's killing himself with his hatred and anger.
Again, Dusty, go hang out with your pedo friends. Go fucking grift and scam more people. And again, Paul and many others have called you out on this. You are a grifter and a scammer, and you are jealous of people like Paul.
Snitch.
You're jealous of Paul. You're jealous of OTW, and you're trying to like just make yourself relevant. You're nothing but a grifter and scammer, dude. You want to do something charitable? Fix my clutch. Fix my clutch.
And there it is.
Fix my clutch. That's charitable. That's very charitable. Hey, and then maybe I could even say if I die,
kit really isn't that expensive if you put it on yourself, Snafu.
Hey, if you fix my clutch, I know I die.
If you know how to do it yourself, the kit doesn't cost much.
No, about $1,300.
If you do it yourself.
No. If I had a ramp or things, I'd try to do it myself. But then again, I don't have the tools.
I hear you.
Don't you live close to Goblin? He has the tools.
No, I don't.
No, I'm all the way in Indy, dude.
Oh, okay. No. Well, you live close to Arpo. We could probably figure out something.
I don't think Snafu wants to actually do the journalism that he's claiming because there's a members only over there at Flow States and he doesn't even want to pay the couple dollars to go get the receipts he's claiming that don't exist. If he actually observed look, if you actually reviewed that shit, Snafu, you would know
to get Flow State to help me with my car. No, Flow is absolutely jealous. Cynthia, I'm gonna be nice with you. The only reason you're piping up, Cynthia, is because you have it out for Paul. You have it out for Paul, Cynthia. So that's why you're kind of doing the white knight here. It's very obvious that Flow State is jealous of Paul. Very obvious.
What am I jealous of him for?
Probably the authentic.
His fat.
His authentic optics.
His fat.
Maybe the viewers and sub count. But I don't know. I don't think that because you're going to get it anyways. You grow. I think it's just the fact that he is authentic, presents himself as that, and
He's
then you're
authentic. I'm
totally
jealous
off
of
of
his
that 'cause
authenticity.
you're a drama panel. You're
So-
entertainment.
I'm jealous of his
You have nothing to
I'm
do
not
with.
jealous of his wife or his girlfriend leaving him.
Well, yeah,
I'm
Well,
apparently
not
you
his
jealous
have
of
own
him not having a
Mitch,
license for a car. I'm not jealous of him living in a trailer. None of those things you think I'm jealous of?
So this is a good question.
These are
What?
things that he says he's okay with.
So what has
Like,
Pussy
you
Paul
know how many
achieved
people
in
would
the
be
last 2
okay
years
living with
from
it, living
Cynthia?
in a trailer versus having a home or rental or leases or
Or a car,
all
like
that crazy
Mitch.
shit? You know, so like the fact that he has a trailer that could be mobile, that could go from property to property or land to land, or whether it's a piece of shit one or older one or newer one. I mean, I would say that's more freedom than being stuck in a lease or
Wait,
So-
hey, Snafu,
a rental.
do you know? Do I have a trailer?
I don't know.
What do you think? What do you think?
No, I think you and
You
your
think
girl,
I have just
you
one
guys remind me
trailer?
of apartment type. You guys
I
are
own
apartment.
two
I
fucking
can see
trailers,
no Flo. You are an apartment type person.
and I live
can
in a
see Flo.
four-bedroom
I
house.
can see him like on the second or third floor balcony with his stupid little flip flops and shorts and smoking his fucking cigarettes on his balcony. Yeah, you're an apartment person. I think.
So I have a question from Cynthia. What has Pussy
look,
Paul achieved in the
That's what
last
I'm
3
saying.
years?
But that's not yours, Goblin.
Yes, it is.
No, it's show us dude.
Yeah.
It's not your. How much? Okay,
Yes, it
real
is.
talk. How much
Real
you want to
talk.
bet that that's Goblin's
Real
in his
talk.
name and
Yes,
everything?
it is.
Goblin,
That is mine.
that is not.
Yes,
So if you
that
were to
is
sell,
mine.
that's
That
not
is
yours.
mine. Yes, it is.
So it's under your name.
I did not
Yeah,
listen.
yeah.
I did not
It's not
register
under
it
your name.
because I am
You
not
may
going
use
for
it
that
as a
bullshit because I'm
residence.
not
You
going
may
to sign
live in
over
it.
property
It's
so
not
that anyone
yours.
else has any
For one,
say
it's
with
too
my
new to
shit.
be anything
That's
that you
what's
would
called
own.
keeping your sovereignty.
I put money. You don't own that. It's not in your name.
How much? How much you put on it?
How much
How much you want to bet?
that you can prove that thing's in your
Crickets
name?
now. Crickets now. How much you want to bet? I can sell you a
I
clean
bet you
title. How much
$100
you want
right
to bet?
now. Right now, show us this in your name.
How many
How
bucks?
much you want to bet? I can show you a clean title.
I just told you $100. Is it in
100
your name?
bucks.
$100
Show us
bucks.
right now.
It's not in
Show
my
us the
name.
title
It's
and
not in
everything.
anyone's name. It's not registered.
Oh,
It's not registered. It's not in anyone's
show it
name.
right
I can
now.
show you a clean
100
title.
bucks.
It's in his
I can show you a
possession.
clean title.
So you lose.
Yes.
Right now, though, it only lasts for all we're online right now. Pull the title. Let's see it. I want to see it in
He
chat.
doesn't have a
in
title.
name.
It's in his possession.
No. If he owns it, then he should have a seller, a purchaser, fucking title,
Snafu,
whatever.
it's paid for, dude.
Any
Snafu,
paperwork
it's
with
paid
that
for.
RV with Goblin's name on it
It's
is
paid
what
for
I'll
a
accept.
clean title.
Because I'd even accept
Possession's like that's a
insurance.
law.
If
You should have
Goblin
learned
had
that from Pussy
insurance
Paul.
in his name on that thing, he's a liar, bro. Goblin's a liar. He may use it. He may sleep in it. He doesn't own it. He doesn't own it.
You own it, and I'm not a liar, and I don't sleep in it either.
So go make your $100 right now. Show us. It's in your name. I'll send you $100.
It's not registered. It's not.
I don't
in
even have
anyone's name.
$100. I will be going to negative sending you this 100.
There's a clean title though.
Show me. I'll go in negative. I'll make my bank account negative.
I'm not even going to take that money from you, Snafu.
We're close enough to payday. I could make my bank account negative.
I'm not going to do that. I'm just letting you know that is mine, and the title is mine.
I want you to make the $100. You need the money. I want to prove it's not your name.
It's paid for.
You
Payday.
just called me out. I just said, okay, I'll give you $100.
So payday. What do you do for work? Where's the money coming from?
Oh, I'm a whistleblower journalist and fucking an independent journalist. Freelancer.
Is that where the money comes from your journalism, or does it come from somewhere else for some other reason?
Wake up!
various
It's the
sources.
first of the month.
Well,
Exactly.
and then let's not remind you, I am dying on disability and sick as a dog, so
But you're not too sick to run cover for Mitch.
What do you mean? Mitch was telling the truth, yo. He saw a fraud, saw a scam, brought the optics up, and it's nothing new, dude. Paul's talked about it. I've talked about it. We all seen the scam and fraud. linked with Crispy Treat and Tomato and Flow State.
So
and
why
Resto,
didn't
Chesto, and
so
all
why
of them.
didn't Paul go collect the people and just put a lawsuit together to get the money
Why
back?
would he? It's nothing to do with Paul. He's not the one who fucking frauded the audience.
So
He's not the one
so
who scammed
your
the
son doesn't
viewers.
care about justice
Paul's
at
not
all.
the one who
You don't care
promoted
about justice. You
a
don't care
fake
about
illness on someone faking being health wise, so sympathy donations could come in. Paul didn't do that. Even with Wizard, even though Wizard did pull a scam, all Paul did was shout out the fund me. It wasn't like what Flo and these guys did. Flo and these guys strategically promoted the scam.
Snafu, there's other live streams though that you're not aware of, and you won't even pay the couple dollars to go get it behind the grift wall,
I'm
dude.
not gonna pay scammers fucking money, dude. Why would I ever fucking?
What I'm telling you is there's more to the
I'm
story.
waiting for Flow State and Tomato to fix my car to show that they're carrying creators on this platform.
We're not. We don't care about you.
I know you guys are scammers and grifters and don't give a fuck about anyone. I know.
Mitch is why we're reviewing Mitch's video and figure out if he has anything.
Mitch was over target, dude. I don't care what I don't agree with Mitch on a lot of shit. And the fact that Mitch is calling out the fraud and the scam, and then you wanted to like again, OTW had Crispy Treat come on his channel. And then what happened? They all fucking started squirming, Flow State and everyone, and they had to go over there for their damage control. We all witnessed what happened, Hank.
So why isn't
We
Crispy
all
Treat sending the
witnessed
money
it.
back? Why isn't Crispy Treat sending the money back?
Well, again, she should too. Like, she's the biggest part of this scam, right? She was the one who did it. But again, you would never see that. And
So-
the reason Flo and Tomato and them should be accountable is because they're the ones who promoted it, and they're the ones who pushed it, and they're the ones who created
It's
it.
because he wants money for his clutch, and we have money, and Crispy doesn't. That's why.
Well, yeah, I need money for my clutch. You gonna
You're
help
not
me?
getting any.
You're not gonna help me?
Fuck no.
Why not? We're already $25 into it.
I know. I bought you breakfast that day.
I got 1,275 to go then. Because you got 20, you helped 25.
You wouldn't accept grift money. Surely you would do the right thing and give it back to a charity or some shit, right?
Yeah, why would you take money from a scammer?
Sure,
Is
if
that-
you donated to me right now, and
So
you
you're,
wanted me
so
to
you're
prove that I
saying you
give it
want
right
me?
back
You
away,
want somebody else to scam for you? You don't have the balls to scam
how is it a
yourself.
scam to ask a scammer to help me out? I'm asking a scammer to help me out. You're a scammer. You can help me out with.
All right,
my
here, I'll
clutch
make you a deal,
cost.
Snafu. I'll send you the money for the clutch. You have to send me the transfer fee though of $150.
What do you mean transfer fee?
I mean, my bank charges me $150 to send money. So if you send me $150, then I'll send you the money for your clutch.
Wait, how does the bank charge you $150?
It's called a
For-
transfer fee.
I would know nothing about that.
I'm telling you, it costs. So if you're willing to pay the $150, then I'm willing to send you the money for your clutch.
Holy!
Do you want my Cash App?
I got your Cash App.
It's on the screen.
Oh yeah.
But you're like acting stupid here, Flo. Like you're acting stupid because you could understand when I say like PR agents would have had you and Tomato and Resto handle that differently. Like you can't play stupid with me on that one.
Snafu, if we're gonna buy this clutch, you got to do it today.
The 150 today.
Yeah. Cash App me 150, and I'll send you the rest of the money for the clutch.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna have to get a grift on. I need $50, folks, because I had 100 that I was gonna send to Goblin. If he proved it, I'm 50 short. So I gotta raise my $50 up today.
Okay. Then I guess you gotta show your picture, your ugly picture of yourself dying in the hospital. Then, if you want to make the money.
Guarantee he'd probably just take it and I'd never see it again. But then maybe not. When Flo says something, he usually means it, like says it.
Right.
Like he publicly said it, so I think he would mean it.
Yeah, so let's turn your camera on. Let's start raising that money.
He didn't have the 150. He knows that. He knows I'm broke. Okay. He knows I only have 100. That's why he's saying, give me 150.
All right, let's
He
start
knows I
raising that
couldn't-
money. Officer Snaps, you need the money. You need to pay the transfer fee.
I need $50. I don't need the $50.
All right, then turn that camera on. Just
But
start
I mean, it
begging
ain't
for
even
money.
about that, dude. I'm just sitting here saying there are people who witnessed the fraud and scam. I think people handled it. We saw multiple people handle it. We saw Flo handle it the way Flo handled it. We saw Tomato do the way she did it. And then we saw Mitch, Paul, myself, others watch it go down, call some of the optics out. And the fact that they're still not accountable for the fraud and scam that they pulled on the audience is pretty disgusting, honestly.
Well, Snafu, we're trying to be accountable. I just need the $150 to get the transfer fee, and then you get to be the charity case so that we can atone.
Well, that's why I said, hey, you need to put my PayPal in your screen. Throw my PayPal out.
All right, I'll put the paper
Or
on,
my
but now
Cash
turn the
App.
camera on. Show us where you are. Show us your current condition.
I just walked in my house. I just got home.
Interesting.
Look, if you've only got 100 now, if you send me $100, it'll buy you another day. So if you could raise the last 50 by tomorrow, then we could get that clutch paid for.
No,
Yeah.
I gotta make some money. I'm not gonna give every dime I own.
Well,
that's
I don't want
all
you to. I
have
didn't
right
know that
now.
you had $100 either. But anyways,
I don't technically. Like
Well-
I got enough where I could pull 100 out, and it won't like whatever. it'll
here's
let
the
me,
thing,
but,
Snafu.
yeah.
You know how to get a hold of me. You know where my Cash App is. If you hit me with the fees, if you hit me with $100 today, then you got 2 days. If you hit me with the whole 150, if you otherwise you got today.
Wait,
But
this is like
I will
this
stop
is like
distracting you.
Checkmart.
I'll stop
This
distracting
is like
you.
the
You've got some.
interest rate at CheckSmart.
You've
This
got
is like Flow State's CheckSmart.
yeah. You've
The
got.
interest
I mean,
rate.
that's all right. But I will stop distracting you. You've got some money to scrounge up so that we can get that clutch fixed. Thank you for having me, Hank. Salute to the chat.
Yep. So let's start raising that money. Turn the camera on. Show us your current condition. We can get that money real quick.
Why do you need my camera on? You don't need my camera on.
Because that's how you make money on
Oh,
YouTube.
Well, then
You
maybe
turn
I'll
that
have to
camera on.
prepare. Maybe I'll do a show. You want to come to my show and make some money for me, Hank?
I want you to turn the camera on. We're already doing a show together. That's how you had your camera on before, so don't tell me it didn't work. Don't turn your camera on. Show us what you're working with.
I'll not turn it on. Where is Mitch, though? Is Mitch coming or no?
Mitch is still on Guy's channel.
Because I think Mitch should come up here.
Yeah, Mitch is still on Guy's channel, and I was trying to review his video before he
Tell
takes
him
it
to come
down
up
again.
here. Relay a message to him.
That'd be breaking Guy's rule. I have no way outside the chat to message him. And I just wanted to see if
Why
Mitch had
did you
something.
and Mitch even get in this conversation in the first place about the fraud? I'm just curious.
Because he was going to Guy's channel to accuse Dusty of the fraud, and I called his accusation so I can get the evidence. He didn't procure the evidence in a good format, so I'm going in and checking myself, and hopefully I'll find something. Otherwise, I had to go back and tell him, hey, you're the fraud. You didn't have anything.
So you really think that they didn't commit fraud or scam the audience?
That pretty much the victim of Crispy Treat who has the money needs to send it back.
Right. Then why didn't they immediately tell everyone the truth versus a few days of everyone hounding on them, and then finally Flow State going in damage control, doing a half-assed thing saying, well, if you feel you were scammed, you could send us the money or send us a request for your money back, knowing that's not what people do.
Because he didn't know it yet. So once he was sure that Crispy
you're
Treat was
saying that they
lying to
shouldn't
him,
have
let me
collected
answer
the
your
funds.
question. Once he was sure Crispy Treat was lying to him, he came out. He didn't know it yet. He was giving her a
Right. So
chance.
don't you think that since he says they know it was $1,000, 900 something, right? All right. So instead of going to the audience saying, "Hey, we were part of a scam, whether we were in on it or not, it happened." You don't think that because they make $1,000 easily every day, all the time, just like that, right? That both Tomato said, "Hey, since I was part of scamming the audience and the viewers, and that's not okay with me, and I want to make this right." You don't think that both of them could have took $1,000 from their brand, from their company, from whatever, and then had the audience, but hell, they could have even donated to an autistic fund charity, like for autistics, you know? Fucking like something that actually fucking matters. Like
those are ran by Nat Socks. I don't like them. They don't actually support autistic people.
Okay, well,
most of the money goes to administrators.
You would
so
support.
Do not donate to them. They're
okay.
worthless.
Whatever fund. Okay, most of these funds, you're right. Like the Red Cross, they're dirty in their own ways. You're right. But what I'm saying is, instead of letting everyone who's involved in the fraud and scam, which would be Flo, Tomato, Crispy, rest, all of them, like, and then the audience member, the fact that they didn't say we will match what was scammed, and then let all of us collectively say, hey, we'll give this money to a charity, whether it was autistic charity, which you said don't do, or cancer for children or anything. No, they wanted to keep this in-house with the damage control of the fraud and scam. They never were accountable. They still aren't to this day. And the fact that they would argue that is like what most companies or big creators, or when people get caught up in shit like that, that's how they do. They fix the situation.
Yes, they offered to refund anyone who wanted it that made the donation.
But that's not how it works, Hank. Hank, if I were to say, help me fix my clutch in my car, and all of a sudden I started getting donations, right? And then all of a sudden it turns out my car isn't broke down. I don't even own a car, which is not true, but like say all of a sudden that came out. Okay, so I'm responsible for, say I raised $1,500. All right, but now all of a sudden we find out this was a scam. The clutch didn't need repaired. There was no car, no clutch or anything. Okay,
Ooh.
if I were to say, okay, I'm going to be accountable. You guys, I lied. I frauded. I scammed. The clutch never needed fixed. I didn't even have, I said, but here's the deal. If you sent me money and you want your money back, just let me know and I'll send it back to you. Most of those people, even if they're furious at me, like, fuck this piece of shit, he's a scumbag, he lied, he grifted, I'll never send him money again, they're most likely not going to request that donation back. Okay? That is just part of how life works. Statistically, it's known that that's what would happen. So for Flow State and them to say, well, we did try and correct it. We told people they could get their money back. No, that is them keeping it in-house, still being damage control, and still holding on to funds that they never were accountable for in the first place, promoting a fraud and scam. Whereas if they matched the money and gave it to like a real charity that we all, the audience agreed on, now like an autistic charity, but you say, no, that's not good, or breast cancer awareness, or whatever the fuck it was. Like, then at that point, the creators made good with the audience. Okay, they made good with the other people online saying, look, we got caught in the fucking scam, but we made it right. And they did something good, right? That's the PR shit that they should have done. No, this whole, oh, you could send your money back if you want it. Bro, that's not how it works. If I pulled the shit, they would have, do you know how many people would not fucking, well, it is me, so I'd probably get a lot of people requesting the money back just because it is me. But in reality, they wouldn't, Hank. Like, that's not how it works.
So we can find out for sure. Let's raise some money for you and figure out if they requested back later.
Well, if we do it that way, then we got to fucking raise money on a faulty thing. And then I got to say, okay, guys, send me your money back and see how many people would want. No, it's statistically, Hank, realistically, realism, not Jack Cop fantasy. What Flow State did, that's why I said I can't knock it fully, because he did give the opportunity to some people who are mentally that way, who would say, okay, I am going to ask for my fucking money back. Fuck these fucktards. So he did give them that out. But they know that most of those people are going to take it as a loss. Okay, most of those donators are going to say, "I'm not going to waste my time to request money for something that was fake." Bro, they should have paid it out of pocket and gave it to a charitable cause, and it would have washed away. Mitch would never be. In fact, Mitch would probably be praising them as well as me, saying they handled the situation appropriately. They did good and made good and did even better. No, now we got Flow State arguing that him and fucking Tomato are not scammers when we know they're fucking scammers and frauds. Like,
So
hey, I'm being
Officer
real with you on
Snaps.
this.
Officer Snaps. So Brownsbury has a good question. Why didn't you go to the police about this issue? We know you talked to the police. You talked to the police about Bad Apple Media.
Like I
so
said,
we know you talked to the police.
I wasn't even involved. I was the one who exposed with Mitch and others watching this scam go down, watching it go down. Again, that's on them. That's their community. That's them. That's their scams. That's their frauds. I'm just saying, as a community in a whole, the way they could have handled this was what most PR managers would have said to do: match the money and then donate it to a charitable cause. That way, you look good on top. The audience doesn't feel scammed because you did what you did, and we're all good to go. But no, the way it's flowing.
But Dusty's audience and Tomato's audience is still there. They
you know how much money they probably kept? Because
and you
you
lost 2 YouTube channels since this happened. And they haven't lost anything. The audience grew. So why did they take your advice?
If you donated money, did you donate money to Crispy?
Negative.
Okay, so let me ask you this. If you did, would you say you did donate money. Okay. And now you know it's a scam. Would you do what Flo said? Would you want your money back, or would you just say, fuck it, they got it, I don't need to ask for it back?
I would ask for it back. I would ask for my money back.
You would?
Yes.
I think you would have just said, fuck it, because you fuck with Flo all the time anyways, and you wouldn't have asked for that money back. I think you would have just took it as a loss on that cause and just said, whatever. Right, I think you're lying. I think you're not telling yourself the truth right there.
So think whatever you like. I would ask for the money back. I don't like scams.
Okay, so maybe you would. Maybe you would. Most people, Hank, would not. They would be like, well, we fuck with them anyways. I'll be donating again later. I'm not going to ever donate
That's
again.
why it was your job, your and Mitch's job as journalists, when it happened, to tell them to ask for their money back, and you dropped the ball. You dropped the soap. You didn't do your job.
That's not how it works, though. You don't just say, Now again,
that's exactly how it works. Rules doing it.
How many people?
Steve Burke's doing it.
Did Flo ever tell anyone how many people supposedly
Reports
asked for the money
exactly
back?
How it works.
Do you even think anyone requested that money back, Hank?
I'm not sure.
Even though
but it's your job as a journalist to figure out if people wanted it back. And it's been a year. Neither you nor Mitch has a single person saying they wanted their money back from Dusty due to the Crispy Treat thing. You don't. It's been a year. So you guys dropped the ball. You guys dropped the soap. You guys didn't get the job done.
Crispy scam. I want my $1,300 back. That will fix my clutch. So I do want my money back, Flo.
All right, let's show some receipts then.
No, they're the ones who have to show their receipts. It's their channel. They're the creators. I'm just doing what they
you said you sent the money.
I'm letting them know that I want my donation money back.
You said you sent the money to them. Now
this is where Flo's bullshit comes into play.
Statement.
The receipts don't matter, bro. That's why they match the number they know. That way there's no individual donations. They match what they scammed. They give it to a charity. And then it's done with. They don't got to go through, this particular person donated this much, so we got to donate this. This particular person donated this much, we got to donate this back to them. No, Flo and Tomato know by giving the offer that most likely they get to keep that money they scammed. If they really cared about fixing the fraud and scam, they both would donate $1,000 each and then let the audience or their communities pick a charity fund.
And if you
And
really
honestly,
cared
at this
about
point, it should
justice,
be
you would
over.
do the
At this
consumer
point,
reporting
because
work
of them
and get the
lying
contact
and
information
being,
of the people who want their money back and tell them to request their money back, like a
that's
lawyer
not
would do in
what's
a
gonna
class
happen,
action.
dude.
But you didn't
Who's
do
gonna
the
do
work
that?
because you're here for validation,
Flo,
not
Flo,
justice.
get your bitch ass up here again. I want Flo to get up here again because I bet you, and I want to see receipts too. How many people actually asked for that money back? Probably very few, very little. Very
As
little.
far as I know, Flow State said at the time, no one asked for the money back.
Right. Because that's not how reality works. Just like you, Hank, if you would have gave money to him on this screen, now you're different. You might, just because you're a weirdo, you might actually be like, oh yeah, I want my money back on that one. And then the next day you'll donate it right back to him for something else, but it was under the guise of a different dono. So I could see maybe you doing that. But Hank, these people that donated it and then their damage control is saying, we scammed y'all. You were part of it, but we're going to fix it. So if you donated to us and you want your money back, let us know. It's not how you do it. It's not how you do it because they know most people will not donate back to them.
Yes, but what experience you have with fundraising or banking? What experience
and that's
you have?
another thing.
Or
Why
using
are
a
they not?
spreadsheet?
Why are they like again promoting and pushing all these GoFundMe's or this that, and then they're gonna cry about they didn't vet Crispy Treat in the hospital. They didn't vet that her illness was real, and we're talking about these YouTubers that reached hundreds and hundreds of people. They've obviously collected thousands of dollars under this fake health hospital thing that Crispy Treat was involved in. And then their excuse is not only to keep the money and act like they're doing something about it, but then they're like, well, they try and use that we didn't vet her.
Yeah, it's not easy to do. I can't vet if your illness is real. You won't even turn the camera on. So it's not easy to do.
I'm not asking for donations of a GoFundMe, of a pushed propaganda. Like,
yeah, it's just your PayPal.
I'm not using my brand or channel or fucking anything to promote a faulty, a false donation, sympathy donation to a fake cause, to a fake someone who's not in a hospital, someone who's not sick, someone who's not saying what the money's going for, but they did. And then they want to say, oh, well, they want to play the whole, we didn't vet it and it's okay. Like, see, this is where you guys are all stupid. They have no problem turning the camera on, running their propaganda bullshit, talking shit online, doing this. But when they get caught up with fraud and money and doing some devious bullshit, that's where you see the optics play out of the damage control.
But you literally did damage control for Mitch today.
What? By saying Mitch is over target, by calling out the fraud and the scam out?
Yes,
he's absolutely right.
Prevent me from checking his over target. That's damage control.
OGW's called this out. I've called it out. Many people in the internet webs have called out the fraud and the scam that occurred. It occurred, Hank. Even Crispy admitted it. Flo admitted it. What I don't see happening is the accountability or making it right. I see the damage control narrative of how they're, quote, making it right.
Yes, that's because you and Mitch are on it only for validation, not justice. Because otherwise, you would have, at the time, tried to get in contact with all the donors.
No, I did.
You saw via super chat. You at least saw the super chat donors. Contacted them and said, "Hey, ask for the money back from Tomato and Dusty." You didn't do that at the time, and we're here a year later. You're trying to use that as a talking point to get validation and airtime. Both you and Mitch.
No, you're lying again. This is how you lied on Paul last night when you literally were like, "Oh, Flow State has more views, more numbers, more everything than you, Paul." And you made that bold-ass statement, blah, 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 blah. And then Paul says, you're lying, you're full of shit, Hank, you're saying shit out of your fillers. And then you go to, what was it, Social Blade or something?
Social Blade, yes. I checked and said, hey, I was wrong. And I don't get any credit for checking because
I'm giving you corrected yourself. But the thing is you firstly was like, oh no, this, yeah, Paul name doesn't mean. And then because he said you're full of shit, and then you went and corrected yourself, looked at it, and found out you were full of shit. Then you corrected it. Yes, you're doing the same thing here, dude. All of us saw the fraud and scam take place. They're not even denying that. That's the funny thing, Hank. They're not denying that fraud and scam took place. What they're trying to say is they made it right, and they haven't. They haven't made it right. They haven't made it right to the viewers, the audience, or the it's still in house.
So if the audience feels they didn't make it right, why aren't they asking for the money back? Why haven't they came up?
I think multiple people have. Multiple people have said the same thing I said.
Then bring him to me.
They said we don't like Snafu. We hate Snafu. We don't like Snafu. But Snafu is absolutely right on this situation.
Bring me the donors to have the money back. Bring the donors to me, Mr. Journalist. You and Mitch, find those donors. Bring them to me.
We don't have to find the donors, you idiot. We know the number was $1,000 each, right? $2 grand.
Yeah, of course not, because you have no responsibility.
So it doesn't matter who donated.
Protecting people.
The money is the $2K. That should be invested into something that wasn't a grift or a scam.
You don't have any responsibility to the viewers. You just here to validate yourself. That's why you're not contacting.
You don't think you think that scamming 2K and being part of the grift and using your channel and stuff, which again, it was all about the money. It's always been about the money with Tomato and Flo and these people. And you don't think that them getting caught up in their grift and scam and then half-assing it to not correct it, but to keep it in-house, you think that's okay? It's not, Hank.
If it's devious. Not okay, then why didn't you and Mitch get the coppers on it? Why didn't you and Mitch get the coppers on it and get them audited or arrested? Why didn't you do the work?
It's not even, again, I don't care. Other than the fact of pointing out and exposing the grift and scammer and scumbag. Again, that's like saying, why does President Biden sniff hair and none of you guys handle shit? Like, this whole thing, you guys are fucking stupid. But the fact is you're allowing him and Tomato to come up here and you're trying to discredit Mitch when all Mitch is pointing out is these people are involved in frauds and scams and have no shame in their game. That's all Mitch is doing.
I wasn't necessarily trying to discredit Mitch. I was trying to validate Mitch, but you're discrediting Mitch by not giving me a chance to check whether Mitch is valid or not, which makes me think Mitch is not valid.
Bro, he's absolutely. We all saw. Didn't you hear Paul and Flo talk about this subject? Paul and Flo have gone into detail about this fraud. OTW, myself, and Flo have gone into detail. OTW brought Crispy Tree on.
So why did Pussy Paul go and talk to all the people who got scammed and tell them to ask for the money back?
Because that's not Paul's responsibility. Paul, actually, the fact that he called the fucking scam and fraud out in the first place was good enough. If he kept his mouth shut about it, then yeah, that would have been. He actually said something because he saw there was a fraud and scam, as well as many others out there who saw the fraud and scam occurred. So, and Paul has nothing to do with it. It's not. He didn't even have to call it out if he didn't want to. But he was honorable enough to say, "Yeah, I saw it, just like y'all saw it," and he left it at that. It's not his business. It's not his shit. And again, this is why Flow State's targeting Paul, like asking about the money or the gold or the silver. Him and Paul have those beef issues because it is jealousy of. Really, when it comes down to it, money and viewers and subscribers. I think Flo has a big jealousy for Paul.
So why? So shouldn't Flo State be more jealous of Joe Cool since he has more of all of those than Pussy Paul?
Well, Joe Cool's playing all you fucktards. Joe Cool's a panel whore with his stupid little laugh, and he has what? How many subscriber fucking channel doing his thing? And not once have I ever seen Joe Cool help any of you all in the community. Ever.
Oh, he helps.
I've never seen Joe Cool help you guys with his channel or brand or anything.
Oh,
I've
no,
never seen him shout Paul, Flow State, any of you fools out. No, he's all in the drama, but he wants to keep his channel separate. I understand why. But you've never seen Joe Cool fucking shout out any of you guys. You've never seen Joe Cool use his brand or his channel to push any of the people up, including his friends or anything.
Yeah, yes, he did. He literally went a cop watch with Dusty and published it on his channel. I think he published on both channels, I think. So that's
Real quick, yeah. Well, again, Joe Cool's playing his little fucking game. We see what Joe Cool's about. Fucking dumbass laughs.
So Brownsboy has a question. Do you think Joe Cool was a panel gatekeeper?
Well, I know Brown's Boy is over target on some of this, but not all of it. And I think Brown's Boy understands POGO, privately owned, government operated, infiltrated media relations. Whether or not they know they're part of it or they're puppeteered into it. And yeah, I mean, the whole cop Joe Cool, big channel optics, but then him running around acting like a fucking retard online. Again, I see Joe Cool, like we talk about a community helping people or not helping people. Joe Cool makes it a point to not help or promote anyone. And I understand though why, because his business, successful as far as his brand and what he's doing goes. But that's the whole two-faced thing about it. He's not here to help anyone. He's not here to push anyone up or use his brand or marketing or anything to help any of the people, including his quote allies. Joe Cool's doing his thing, and I think Joe Cool is kind of a loser.
Oh my! He does what your pussy Paul pretends to do, and you think he's a loser.
What is your problem with Paul? Like, what is your problem with Paul? Because don't get me wrong, Paul and I've been at it too. I've been like, fuck you, Paul, too. Like, what is your specific issue with Paul, Hank?
Well, he takes you too seriously. So he takes your advice and puts on convert contracts to control people.
You think he takes my advice?
I see him take your advice.
He doesn't take. What does he take my advice on?
Running your mouth is one thing. To try to control people's behavior.
He takes my advice on running my mouth. Explain how that. Paul takes my advice on running my mouth. What the fuck does that even mean?
Freaking, let me get that alarm.
Like, what does that even mean? I think that you were hurt because you used to like Paul, you used to be about him, and then when you and him got into it, you ran off to the people like Flow State and all these other people crying and whining just for the hug-a-buddy, fuck-a-buddy tribal fucking optics so you could feel accepted. And I think that you've never let go of the fact that you got your feelings hurt by Paul.
Which is why you went back to him each and every time, and I didn't. That makes perfect sense.
Do you want to know? Okay, when you say go back to him, what do you mean? Because I don't go back to anyone. Am I interacting with him? Am I working with him? Am I talking to him? Am I being more respectful as he's being more respectful to me?
Yes. And you're endorsing him on my show.
Absolutely. I would say Paul and Slave would dominate most of you guys on here when it comes to honor and accountability, even though Paul himself has his own issues, which I've called out myself. But if I were to say, who do I want in a foxhole with what's coming in the world ahead, I would choose that motherfucker over any of you scumbags any day.
Do we need to review why?
His optics are why. What he stands for, what he says, and even the shit of like watching the Hug-a-Buddy optics with all of you guys versus him. Now, is Paul egotistical sometimes? Is he fucking hot-headed? Does he think he's better than himself than everyone else at times? Yeah, but I've also seen a lot of change and self-reflection And I've seen him
been running all around
trying to like. I've seen. I don't want to say tone it down, but I've seen him play the optics differently.
Assaulted her online. Like, you want to tell them about
that is true. I mean,
so we're talking about Venus's pixelated vagina here, right?
I'm proud of being a metaversal raper. If you know,
oh yeah,
this is why.
Right, because the Venus's pixelated vagina. That she was so sad that she wanted her pixelated vagina to be talked about.
Doing all this talking over
so Venus got the whole panel to talk about her.
Say whatever I want.
So Venus wanted the attention,
it's all you.
and she got the attention she wanted, right? That's all you're proving here.
Go ahead.
Like, Venus wanted the attention, and she got the attention she wanted. What does that prove? That she's a triggered hoe online? That she's running her yapper as much as everyone. That she's running her yapper online?
That's what
does that have to do with you being mad at Paul? So you're saying you're mad at Paul because you're white knighting for Venus? Is that what you're saying?
Sure, we'll go with that. That works for me.
So that's why you're mad at Paul?
Sure, we'll go with that. That narrative is good enough.
See, Hank, you just are a hater. You're just a fucking hater. And you don't even know at this point why you're mad at me.
Yes, I hate rapists. That's fine with me. You could stand.
Well, you sure cupcake with Jack quite a bit.
Yeah, but Jack never made the claim that he'll do it to people.
But he said it out of his own mouth a few times. You don't think the footage is there? He admitted it a few times. Remember, the maybe baby was real, not real. Again, yeah. Everything's documented,
Hey, bro.
People see the skill.
Yeah, right.
You know, I find it funny. Venus is very quiet since we talked how we raped you and sexually assaulted you.
She doesn't want her vaginal walls beat up again.
Yeah, the vaginal wall gets stretched and beat and fucking completely fucking some cupcake stuffed in it.
By the crew. He doesn't want the. She doesn't want the crew
to. For liability reasons, because metaversally, we'll just say random online people. Metaversally,
Venus got triggered because her pixelated vagina was leaking goo.
Go ahead, Venus. Oh, you were talking, yapping, trying to
honestly, Hank,
with them
the fact that you are showing your triggeredness
on that man
of all these people. I mean, it's obvious, bro. You're a jab, gay, black witch, self-admitted.
Have you not heard me? Fucking
and it is what it is.
Hello.
You didn't answer.
But I don't know. I asked you why you're mad at Paul, and then you play this video. You're a retard, Hank. This is why. This is why no one respects you. Hey, this is why no one respects you on the panel. This is why everyone thinks you're just a loser, failure of a joke, and this is why. You are a fucking weird creep that we did catch grooming children playing children's games.
Okay,
you are a fucking scumbag weirdo.
Guardian. Show me the Guardian.
The fact that you're asking where a Guardian is, that you're still playing games with a child.
Yes,
like, that's disgusting
show me the Guardian. Just
why do you play? Hey, why do you play children games? Hey, why do you play children? Hey, why do you play? Why do you play children games online, Hank?
Show me
why
the
do you
Guardian.
play games that are made for fucking ages 10 and under online?
Show me
why
the evidence of that.
Why do you play games ages 10 and under online?
Show the evidence of that.
Why do you play games that are rated children 10 and under online, Hank?
Show us the game.
Yeah, I know why.
Show us the game.
Because you're a weirdo that grooms children.
Show us the game. Show us the game. Prove your statement.
Yeah. All I gotta say is Mitch is right. Flow State and them frauded, and you know it. And you're irrelevant. You're irrelevant.
Prove the game. Prove the claim.
Bro, those games are for children 10 and under. You're a weirdo.
Prove it. Show us the game. Weirdo. Show us the evidence.
You're a fucking weirdo, Hank.
You're just making a claim.
No, it's not a claim. You played a game for children under 10.
Prove it.
Little Roblox type shit. You're a weirdo, bro.
Prove it. You don't even know
and you're playing these games with children online, which makes it even more weird. You're a fucking weirdo.
So are you a child? Because I know it was you to call me.
Folks, protect your children. It's guys like this that fucking They
I
end
know
up
it was
talking.
you that called me with
They,
the damn
they end
voice
up talking
changer.
to
I
you
knew it at the
online
time.
and
You
personal
exposed
messages with creeps
yourself
like this
in the
guy.
chat. You knew
Protect
more
your
about.
children. Protect your children.
Show
Protect
us
your
the
children.
Guardian. Show us the game. Or shut the fuck up.
You got caught grooming, dude. It was simple. We all watched it go down.
Then why didn't I get arrested?
I don't give
didn't
a
you
fuck. You're a groomer. You're a
reported
sicko.
to Bad Apple Media, but why
I'm
didn't
just
I get
saying you got
arrested?
caught grooming a child, like nothing else. I don't give a fuck. Groom them. You're
You
a
don't give a
sicko.
fuck about people grooming
You're a
children.
weirdo. You play children's games,
You don't give a fuck about people
luring
grooming children
children
now.
into your DMs to play children games with them. It's pretty disgusting. It's very disturbing behavior. It's really sickening, actually.
So why won't you show a Guardian or the game? Why is it so just an accusation?
It's not an accusation. We watched it go down. In fact, we even did a whole video on you doing it. We watched
I never even seen the person. They didn't get on camera at all.
The fact that it sounded like the fact they even said you kept playing it. But again, the fact that
I know it was you the whole time.
The fact that you play these games made for children ages 10 and under is disturbing in itself.
Prove it. Prove the game was made
You
for
do it online for us all to watch. You're a retard.
Prove
you
your
play
claim.
these
You're just
children
like
games,
Mitch.
luring children in. We watched you do it.
But it was you that
We watched you do it, Hank.
It was you that came in.
We
Which is why there's no
watched you do
Guardian,
it.
and you don't even want to show the game.
Didn't you tell me that I should call your church? And then I heard you the other day crying.
Now
He
you're
called
doing
my
a
church.
topic
He
switching
called
and
my- But
concept
didn't you?
peasant.
Don't I got the footage of you saying, "Go ahead, Snaps, call my church"?
Now
And
you're
you
changing
even
the
gave
topic.
You
Now you're
even
changing the
gave me
topic.
the information of where you went to church from. But then yesterday you
You're
were
changing
crying,
the goddamn
acting
topic
like
now.
that.
Why
acting
aren't
like,
you showing me
see?
the game or
Just like
showing me
Paul
the
said,
Guardian?
you
It's
are
why
a
you changing the
liar.
topic. Why are you
You
changing
are
the
a
topic?
liar.
Get back on topic.
You also
Get back on
fucking
topic.
play children games grooming children. It's
Prove
disgusting.
it. Prove it. Show the game.
Disgusting, Hank.
Now. Show the game. Show the game or show the
Why do
Guardian.
you play these children games? Why do you
Show
play
me-
these games ages 10 and under?
Prove that claim.
We
Prove that
see you
claim.
playing them, Hank. Why do you do it?
Prove the claim you just made. Prove it was made for the kids.
I don't need to prove. You're a groomer. We saw
You
it.
don't need to prove
You
it now.
play
Of course not. You
children
just have
games.
the accusation.
You
You
play
just know it.
children
It's in your
games
imagination.
so children
It's
can
in your
talk to you.
imagination because you think you're
No,
God.
we all watched
counts.
it, Hank. We saw it go down. We watched it.
You're in your imagination.
Okay,
You don't
okay.
have
So
the facts
you
on your
play
side.
children games on your platform that are like Roblox type, like ages 10 and under. We're just making this up while you're fucking sitting there playing games with your panel. Yeah.
Why aren't you
Knowing
just proving the
that
claim?
children are
Why aren't
playing
you
those
just-
games with you, and then we watched you obviously have communications with these people who play those children games with you. It's sick shit, Hank.
Why aren't you showing the game?
I get
smartass?
you're an autistic retard, and maybe your development is still.
I'll explain why
infant
you aren't
type.
showing the game. It's
I
because you
understand
don't
you're still a
got shit.
child
You don't
in
have
so many
evidence.
ways,
You're in
but
your
hey, folks,
imagination.
This
You're in
guy,
your imagination.
dude, you play
Just like
children
Mitch.
games. You play children games with children. We saw it. And why are
Prove
you?
it.
Even,
Show
why are
me
you
the
even
Guardian.
playing these games?
Show me the game.
Why are you even playing these games that are like for kids 10
Show
down?
the game.
They're not even for fucking. They're preteen games.
What
They're
game
for like
was I
fucking
playing?
toddlers.
What game was I playing?
You're
You're just like
Roblox
Mitch.
weird shit. You play all these weird Roblox cell phone kids fucking games.
I was not playing Roblox.
You are a weirdo,
liar.
Hank.
I was not playing Roblox. You
Go
liar.
look up the Xbox or PlayStation. Play some real game. Quit learning
Xbox or
children.
PlayStation, you
Quit
console
learning
president. I should kick you
children.
for that.
Quit
I should kick you right now, you
children
console
playing your
president.
fucking weird games.
That's what you're a damn console peasant. That's enough to kick you. That's you damn console peasant. Garbage. Now that's offensive. Goddamn console peasant. Tell me what games to play. That's fucking offensive. Like a freaking retard. Goddamn console peasant without receipts. Telling me to stop playing my damn PC game he doesn't know about. Just so he can get me to waste money and control what I play. How? It's pretty hard in the United States. But he's a goddamn console peasant who doesn't have fucking receipts. So I mod spooked him. Yes, a console peasant did it. Yes. And in the United States, not really. But he either got. It's one thing to make all these false accusations, but you tell me don't waste my don't use my PC the way I want to use it. You're getting it. Goddamn console peasant making shit up, can't do his damn research, just like his goddamn hobo buddy. Damn console peasant, bum sector idiot. Now let's figure out Mitch did a thing. Freaking fake journalists, console peasant morons.
Slowly. Those are the kinds of simps that are destroying civilization. Absolutely.
Simp.
Alright, what now, peasant?
Yeah, you need an Xbox or PlayStation. You can quit playing those children games. It's fucking weird. And Venus, again, all your threats and doxing, Venus. Remember the horse ride in the desert, Venus? We still have you with those threats of wanting to take me to the desert and bury me. So Venus, I hope you do, because we have a lot of stuff on Venus. And what's funny is Mystic has a lot of the doxing that Venus did with Snow and all the people. And Venus,
Snafu,
Venus, you Venus have been involved for a long time, and it's all documented. You double chin Karen. So
Snafu,
again, fuck you and your pixelated vagina, Venus, Donna Damage.
Tell me what you see on the screen.
Roblox.
Yes, on Roblox. What platform?
Oh no, I don't see it. Small. But you're not even playing Roblox. You're playing fucking games that are not even like Roblox, that are made for even children that can't even handle Roblox. You're playing games that are even for like children who are younger than Roblox players. You're a weirdo, dude.
Does Roblox work on Xbox?
And trust me, Double Chin Venus, many people have your optics. Many people have collected Venus's Double Chin crybaby streams that she made her threats and whining and crying and pushing. But Venus, you're a lawyer, aren't you? Isn't Vini a lawyer, she claims?
So this wiki
but
page...
She's not. We all know she's not.
So this wiki page just shows that Roblox runs on Xbox Series X.
You're not even playing that. You're playing games that are for children younger. You're playing games that are less programming than Roblox. Like, you're playing children fucking games, ages 10 and down. You're a weirdo.
Even Roblox itself is rated teen, so...
Right. But you haven't been playing, bro. You're playing Roblox type games. And you know, Roblox has been in the mainstream media news for the #1 video game attracting child predators anyways.
Yes, I do know that.
All right. So I don't know what you're trying to, even with the 18 thing, Roblox is the #1 game where child predator optics have been.
But you told me to get an Xbox and not play these video games, but the video game's on the Xbox. So I don't understand your point.
I'm saying you're playing weird children games, which is disturbing in itself.
But you told me to go
like games that are aimed towards children 10 and under.
That are on the platform. You haven't done your research, console peasants.
You're playing games that are aimed towards children 10 and under. Hey, Laundry, the guy whose dad killed the black fucking child.
Man, he's so.
Hey, Laundry, why were you running around with the black person behind you when you wanted to hide the fact that your dad has charges? Hitting and running a fucking black child.
I'm gonna go into the space.
No. We want to know why you. Because again, I talked to OTW. We're gonna do a stream. Did he leave?
He'll come back, or he won't. It don't make it too big of a difference.
No. Let me ask you this, Hank. Laundry brought the fact up that his dad supposedly ran over a black child and left the scene. And NPC and Laundry, when they were having their little fight, brought that up. And now because they're hug a buddy, fuck a buddy, and because Laundry wants to act like he's the big dog up in the DX now, doing his little fucking shit, he thinks that we don't have the right to look into the optics of what he brought to the public's attention, which is his dad, supposedly, allegedly, as he's going to say, but his dad is being charged with running over a black child and leaving the scene. And the only disturbing thing that I have to say about that, because it isn't Landry, but is Landry racist like his dad may have been? Because
yeah, of course.
I
This is why he
saw
came
Landry
onto a black guy's channel. That makes perfect sense.
I saw
he
Landry
came
with
to a
the
black guy's channel because he's racist.
No, Hank. He was having the black guy as a background. You saw that, right?
What's wrong with that?
Right. So my question is, why is Landry using that, on his background? And then, he doesn't want people to talk about what's going on with him as a daddy being charged for running over a little black girl. And, there is talk, could the dad be racist? Now people leave the scene of crimes all the time. It doesn't necessarily have to be racism attached to it. It's just the fact that it was a little black girl. But the fact that he's running around, yeah, Landry came to your channel for clout and this and that.
Yeah, I know. But you accuse me of being racist, but he's coming here to try to build the channel. So you don't make any sense.
You being racist.
Like nothing you said makes sense. Nothing Mitch says makes sense.
No, I'm not accusing you being racist. I think Landry could be.
If Landry's racist, why did he come here to build my channel?
Because, dude, he's gonna use clout. He's gonna use your fucking clout to fucking,
My clout? I thought I was irrelevant. You said that.
It is pretty irrelevant, but you're still above Landry. So there still is a totem pole here, and you're way above Landry. Come on.
Where's he rated at?
I may talk a lot of shit about you, Hank, but I may talk a lot of shit to you and about you, Hank, but you're way, way, way farther up the totem pole than Landry could even touch.
I thought Mr. would say that about you too.
I want to know why Landry was running around with a black person as a background when he was upset the fact that I feel that we should talk about his dad being charged with running over a black child and leaving the scene. And then Landry there's this guy Landry hitting the webs, getting all involved in Jack shit, getting involved in Paul shit, getting involved in your shit, getting involved in my shit, acting like he's some big ass fucking whatever. When we all see he's a beta, he's a simp, he's a victim, crybaby. But why is he running around using a black guy as a background when he's white, and then now his dad is actually being looked at a hit and run of a black child? Like, you would think it would be the least time to mock racially like he's doing. Because that's what he's doing. He's mocking black people racially, doing what he's doing.
Oh, this is what you call virtue signaling, because Snafu himself said I should be lynched.
No, I said people, not you. I said people like you who support predators, who do predator type things. Yeah, I never said you.
Why not me? If people like me,
because I'm not threatening you specifically. I'm not making a direct threat to Hanko Flamio.
It's an indirect general threat to all black people you don't like.
Come back, yeah.
But you're not racist.
No, I'm racist when I need to be.
So maybe I think people like Landry was justified.
I think people like Landry are pretty racist. So I'm pretty racist against people like Landry. Because Landry showed us not only his racism optics, and then we know that his dad killed a black child and ran from the scene. And then the next, he's running around with a black guy's background on his channel. Yeah, I kind of feel Landry. And then he says that we have no right talking about this or bringing it up. And it's like, well, actually, we do have a right to talk about this. We do have a right to bring it up. We do have a right to look into public records because I have a feeling that this Landry guy who's trying to suck on clout, which he just did with you just now, there's more optics to this weirdo than he's letting on, especially with the Jaren optics. He's acting like he's acting just like Lena. I don't know anything about the fucking internet, but I'm a blowjob for Jesus type person. That bitch knows everything about panels. She worked with me, you idiots. She's a liar. Same with Landry.
I'm not surprised she doesn't know anything because you're a bad educator.
Yeah. Says blowjob for Jesus, queen.
I wouldn't be surprised he didn't know anything.
So where did Landry go? I wanted this conversation with Landry. He's been he wants to talk about me and wants to talk about all this stuff, but he'll block me, cry. He's monitoring when I'm clocking in over at Paul's or OTW. So I figured by him coming up here, we could have had this conversation because you could have mediated it, Hank.
He just didn't want to talk to your dumbass.
Well, that's because he knows he's a racist that's getting exposed for his racist optics. And his dad murdered a little black child and left the scene. And that's not okay. That's whether it has something to do with him or not. The fact that he wants to hide the optics but run around with a black character on his background, and the fact that he thinks that we shouldn't question him about, well, are you racist like your daddy maybe? Like he's a fucking idiot. Oh, is he in the backstage?
I don't see him anymore.
Oh.
But yeah, you have him black and white, and in this segment that you did advocate for lynching niggers who are jabbing pedophile length and supporting people like you.
Yeah, pretty much. So again, why are you sitting here advocating for these scumbags? That's the question I'm curious, Hank. It's because you're a scumbag yourself, most likely? Probably. You smile because you know it's true.
Yeah, like, I guess that you're like them. Yeah, all your imagination claims are true, even though you don't have receipts.
So I'm imagining that Landry's dad ran over a little child and left the scene.
I don't have the evidence on hand. Yeah, I don't have the evidence on hand. I just have your accusations.
Why don't I put the evidence in the backstage? Give me a second.
Because I was here trying to check Mitch's evidence. You're distracting me from looking at Mitch's evidence.
Give me a second. I'm going to show you what Landry's daddy's all about. Give me a second.
I don't care. I want to look at Mitch's claim today.
Well, Mitch needs to come up here. Mitch needs to come up here because Mitch was over target with the fraud and scam related to Flo and Tomato. And I mean, you're bitching at Mitch for telling the truth, yo. Like, you're mad at Mitch for pointing out that these fuckers scam and frauded an audience and viewers.
No, I'm mad at you for trying to distract from me looking at Mitch's video. But it's interesting enough that you are covering fire for him. So this is a treat that you're doing damage control on his behalf.
You mad? You mad? So that was a good one. You done do that one? You mad? You mad?
A place where you put all the other stuff. Anyway, so he's doing
good things. Oh, God, it's terrible.
Here's another thing, though. If I had been sitting on the toilet, okay, when the trip came in and when he was going to ask me, and so I have an electronic door where I literally have those buttons that look silver with a wheelchair on it by the side of the door of my bedroom to open it, and then next to the shower bed. So, like, let's say I'm in my bath, in my shower.
There for almost 2 of those years.
I like so much.
Setups is weird because he can't find an angle that makes it look like he has a fucking neck. But trophies. Logistically, I'm not trying to clutter up the muddy channels.
Hi, Jeeps. Thank you for noticing.
But if somebody, like I'm watching online or whatever, already has the plug in, if things come to me, I'll get it to her as well. I do the caption stuff, so if you accidentally send it to me or whatever, or just lazy like they all are and don't want to figure out how to find a new avenue of donating, donate to her.
Awesome. That's beautiful. Hold on. To crispy treat. Let me get the night bot. If you want to entertain the crowd for a moment while I set these up, I'm going to set this up to go for 30 minutes. Go ahead.
Well, welcome crowd. I don't really know what's going on. but we're along for the ride. Have I read Aquinas? I haven't read Aquinas. What I've been reading, what I got here, is the Book of Numbers. One of Glenn Lawrence's homilies, Aaron Clarey wrote this, and I'm not debating him.
Okay, now Mitch is literally looping. He looped back to the same thing, but he's not going for emphasis. It's been hours since he played it the first time.
He makes an economic case for, I think, how women suck is basically what it's going to boil down to, but I don't know, only one chapter deep. So, no, I haven't read Aquinas, not even in the buy later section of my Amazon shopping cart.
See, and I'm going to, for the record, because
Not playing fucking victim of Jack's tactics and antics. Like, you're not discerning if you didn't see that shit coming from a mile away. Like, who didn't see Jack's bullshit from the very beginning? So, that's why, you can justify it by saying, oh, Jesus preached to the sinners or whatever logic they use, but some people do wrong because they don't know a better way. And those are the people I would want to help. Not the people who continuously do wrong, even though they know a better way, and you can somehow think that you can play God and compel them to act right. It's not really my position. I don't even feel like I have the right. I feel like I'm overstepping the bounds of free will when doing that, and I'm out of bounds there. Like, that's a foul. So, from my perspective, and I'm not trying to talk shit. Like, I'm just honest, and I haven't changed my perspective on this, and I am happy to continue to be friendly with all of you. But it's not a Hegelian dialectic, if that's even an appropriate term to use in this situation. It's not one or the other. A false dichotomy, that whatever you want to call it. It's not that to me. Like, that to me is just personality politics, and that has nothing to do with what's real or true. So I'm not interested in the personality politics.
What do you need now, Ponyboy?
No, you wanted receipts. I just put you some receipts in the backstage, Hanko Flamer. The optics are high. This is what Landry you wanted receipts. Landry's daddy made the mainstream media news.
But I wasn't concerned about Landry's dad. I'm concerned about Mitch's claim. Are you paying attention?
When Mitch comes here, I'm going to try and find Mitch. Get your ass up here, because I mean, you're mad at Mitch for telling the truth about scamming.
I want to figure out if he has a thing or not. And right now, it sounds like he don't, because even a year ago, he didn't round up the people who allegedly got scammed and tell them to get the money back. He's just using this as leverage and clout in YouTube drama.
Flo just came on your channel this stream admitting to the fraud. Admitting it happened.
So why aren't you, as a journalist, rounding up their victims and instruct them how to ask for the money back?
As a journalist, we told them what to do.
Why didn't you tell the victims what to do? Why didn't you tell the victims what to do? Why are you telling Flow State how to manage his media instead of rounding up the victims and tell them how to get their money back?
They need to take $1,000 each. Flo, Chesto, Tomato, all of the people involved, even Christy. All right, they need to take $1,000 each, since it was $900 something, and then they should donate that to a charitable cause. It's
you can't even do math right. But $1,000 each is more than $900.
Right, and that's what it should be, because they committed a fraud and scam. So they should actually put more into making it okay, being accountable. And especially because it goes to a real charity versus a scam and fraud, they should be happy that it's more. That's what I'm saying. They kill all birds with one stone. They fix the fraud and scam that they're involved with by being honorable and accountable, and they make things right. But they won't.
Ponyboy, you have no ground to stand on. You have no ground to stand on because you have had 12 YouTube channels banned. You're not even supposed to be here, but you're trying to give them media advice. You're trying to give them media advice, even though you have 12 YouTube channels banned.
Again, Landry's receipts are in the backstage. And Hank, are you going for your round 3 of Moderna jabs? Not Pfizer, right? You're a Moderna guy, right?
Listen, idiot. I was a J&J guy. I used the old technology because I didn't trust the new technology. This has to be at least the 5th 15th time I told you this, but you're not a good
So
journalist.
when
You
is
didn't
your
write it
next
down.
regiment?
You
When is your next?
you make shit up.
When is your
As
next
a-
regiment of J&J shots, Hank?
Never. It's one shot and done. But you don't do
Oh.
your research. You're stuck in your
Oh.
imagination.
So
you
your
don't care about
J&J
facts.
shot-
You care about your truth, yo.
Your J&J
your
shot
truth,
took
yo, is
care
just
of it
your
all,
feelings.
right?
Your
It
truth
took care
is
of
just
it
your
all.
feelings.
The J&J shot took care of it all? No more?
Yeah, no more.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Why didn't you know that? Because
Well,
you didn't do your
I see you
research.
sweating black goo all the time, so I didn't know if you're up for a new shot. And I knew Pfizer and Moderna, but
I
you're
know
a J&J
you didn't
guy.
know. I know you didn't know because you don't do research. You just make accusations.
Well,
and
I
beg for
still
money.
would say J&J is just as bad as Moderna and Pfizer. I don't know.
I know you don't know. That's the point. You make
Well,
you make
I
all
do
kinds of
know.
accusations
I
and you
actually
don't know.
do know, Hank. You're just an idiot with no discernment that will put anything in their veins that Big Gov tells you to.
And you're the one at the hospital.
Right. I am sick. I am dying, but I'm not jabbed good. I'm
Well,
not
congratulations.
I'm not
Congratulations for your constellation prize.
Your cellular DNA is tagged.
Well, congratulations on your constellation prize. Your
And
non-participation
do you
trophy.
remember how you cried about how I called your church? Didn't you tell me to call your church? You told me to call them.
And you're changing the topic again.
You told me to call.
Because
No,
you don't want me
cried
to. You
yesterday
don't
about
want me to
calling
know
your-
if Mitch
You
is
told me to call
has a
him.
thing or not. You're changing the topic again because
Well, that's because you're not going to
trying
play
to distract.
That's because you're not caring about what Mitch said. You're literally discrediting
You're
the truth.
literally doing bum sector damage control because you don't want me to expose
There is no
Mitch,
damage control. You're the one
because
defending
you don't want me to
frauds and
expose Mitch
scammers.
and not having a thing.
You're the one
which
who's
is why
got the
you and
fucking
Mitch didn't
vaccination
tell
jab.
the people who sent the
You're
money
the
into
one-
Command Flow
you're
State
the
to ask
one
for
that's
it back
promoting
or
vaxxers.
use the legal
You're the
measures
one
to get the
defending
money
fraud
back.
and
They
scammers.
could have sued
You're
them
the
in
one
small
who
claims
says you're
court. They
self-admitted
could have
gay
used
black witch.
the credit card companies that charge back the money. You didn't do that because you don't care about justice. You care about cloud and validation. You think you have one
You're
over
wrong.
Flow State and Tomato because you asked for money a different way.
Well, they're scammers, Hank, and that's all Mitch is pointing out. They're
That's
scammers
you,
and frauds.
because you don't have evidence to support your claims.
We
you
all
are the
have
scammer.
the evidence. We
You
all
make-
saw it. Just like Paul pointed out, you are a retard that says shit that you don't know what you're saying.
So who do you mean
Go
by
look
we
on
all?
Social
Because I'm
Blade.
double checking because
Go
I didn't
look
see
up on
it.
Social
Who
Blade,
is
you
including this
retard.
we all?
Go
Who?
look
Name
it
names.
up on Social Blade. Go Google it, Hank.
Oh, now I had to do
You
your
fucking
research. Do the
retard.
research for you, just like I do the research for Mitch. I know because you guys aren't capable.
Mitch doesn't need to do the research. He knows what happened. We saw it.
Oh, he knows. It's the truth, though. He just imagined it, and then it's so because he's the no
I
god.
imagined it. Paul imagined it. OTW imagined it. The audience imagined it. We all imagined, even Flow State coming up here admitting a fraud occurred. We just imagined that happened just now on this stream. That Flo even admitted the fraud occurred and scam occurred. Yeah, we just all imagined all this shit.
Yes, and you take no
okay.
responsibility of getting the people's money back
The
because you're
optics
here for
are
clout.
high, the
That's
optics
why
are
you
high.
and Mitch then try to contact the super chatters and tell them to do chargebacks, tell them to sue in small claims court to get the money back because you're here that we be morally superior. Oh, I didn't ask money that way. I didn't get scammed by Krispy Treat, so I'm better. Even though I scammed other people, I make all kinds of accusations I can't support. Oh no! You're a very dishonorable consul peasant. Every single time I ask them to support the claim about stuff I'm trying to talk about today, he deflects. He says, do your own research. He's a conspirator and a false accuser. He bears false witness and he's a conspirator. So let's see if we can get Mitch here to do his own damage control.
I've made that very clear, like since back in the yurt days. You know, remember yurt in a yurt with books? Another fucking total fraud, but you know, he's pretty much disappeared and kept to himself, and you know, he has his own little set of enablers that keep him from getting better, and he'll call them friends because it's more comfortable and convenient. And I'm not there to interrupt that. Like, that's not my position in place. I'm not here to disturb that or shake that up. If that's what keeps him from, you know, trying to, you know, having the confidence and feeling like he can fool everyone, I'm happy with letting him think he's, and very well may have, you know, his little fucking groups fooled, you know? Like, that's what, to kind of wrap that whole point up, all I really want to say to that is, I lost it. Sorry. I don't even remember what I was talking about. I got too much going on. But, yeah, the yurt days, man. It's just unreal what... It's the same personality types. They've all tried the same shit with me, you know? It's like... Like, who the fuck am I? Why is my message so important to shut down? You know, definitely... Given who tries so hard to shut it down, makes me think I'm onto something. I don't know that I'm right about anything. I hope I'm wrong about a whole lot of things. But I'm not going to just change my mind because of some bullshit, or because somebody told me to, or because, you know, the devil put on a pretty little red dress, you know? That's just, like, I don't like any of you, but I love all of you. And I don't even really know you guys. It's just like, aside from all that, that's kind of a virtue signal, but that's just truly who I am. I'm kind of a softie, but now the other side of that is, you know, I'm extremely vulnerable in today's society, and that's just the reality of it. Like, I'm not going to sit around and act like I'm a victim, but I have no chance at really excelling in life because most of the world's going to be against me, because most of the world's fooled and full of shit. So, like, whatever. I mean, maybe this was similar to the walk of Jesus, where the story celebrated hundreds of years later, but it doesn't really matter to me. In order for me to be mentally well with my life experiences, and for me to just move forward and feel satisfied with life, I can't waver morally. And I think that's been proven and evident throughout, before even this YouTube thing. You know, my original account is like November of 2007 or something, or 2006. And so I've seen this shit. But before then, I was, you know, quitting a career of making $100,000 a year to go work for another company, losing all my benefits and whatever, because I wasn't willing to participate in certain business practices that I found to be immoral. And that's just who I was. Like, and it's amazing what people will do for 10 or 20 bucks on YouTube. You know, you can fucking literally buy someone's soul for 20 bucks. And yeah, it's fascinating. The psychology of it all is fascinating. But I wish I could find that spot. I guess it's kind of irrelevant because I played it. I eventually got to it. And that's not the part that I had heard. I don't even really remember that originally. Somewhere in here. But
Stephen and on my stream, 9.5 hour stream the other day, and that ended up.
And it ruined.
That got strike.
Better illustration if you had Barbies, and that would have made more sense. But the two microphones, I was
Yeah. Fucking weird. And Felicity, if you're watching this, I'm sure you probably are. I've been told that you are also masturbating on panel while some of the women are on panel while you go off screen. Just to let you know, just in case you didn't know.
Yeah. I didn't know, Flo. Thank you, Jared, for telling me. I had no idea you were doing that, Flo.
I think that I'm today, and let's say hear me out. Let's do address Oliver Sandel or something.
Thing is, if anyone does this, they should be aware. This could be that.
Yeah.
So it's not about him. He's just being made an example. See, I mean, no. You'd be better off just saying, "Hey, this is funny. We're tormenting him," and not like bringing in all these justifications. Like,
No, we're not. Wait, we're not doing it to torment him. We're doing it because he's so fucking.
or that perhaps he should have. Being like, look, he's 14.
He did say that.
I mean, he's retarded now.
He did say that. So, like, I mean,
that's not a bad strategy. Like, if you want to like stun the people in silence for a second, you know, Michael's done.
do you want your? Do I have to play one of yours?
Wait, Closely. This first song he sang to the decoy on the calls was "I Loved Her First," a song about a dad giving away his daughter at a wedding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Here's this one. Here's one from. Yeah. I mean, he's just.
So now it's sort of back to like what Reggie just said, where attention flows.
No, but this guy is the worst. That's why it's so fucking hilarious. This guy is so fucking stupid.
Listen, the worst thing about the situation is that he is not the only one. There's not.
Oh, there's a pedophile.
Yeah.
Wait, you missed it. I will get my chat on again. Coffee, see how you like it. If you don't like it, it's pretty simple. You don't like it, don't drink it. Make it the way you want. You like it, drink it. You can make it all the
Yeah, don't make weak coffee. I don't think this guy's making analogies ever. I don't think he's no. What trophy is that? What trophy has he won? Right. Grand Prix. Oh, he gets it. Just fine. I just back button, sorry. You're good, so yeah. Mr. Penis to meet Mrs. Vagina? Who in the fuck? Virgin gorgeous then. You can please just file your Are you asking me? Are you asking me? No, I'm just quoting the chat log. It says you think it's not abnormal for you to make fun of this person. Are you anxious for Mr. Penis to meet Mrs. Vagina? My question is, no. He's just trying to bring it back around to how Lauren's a bad person and it makes it okay for him to be a bad person too. Personally, listen, let me tell you something, hear me out. In all due respect, I do not give a fuck. Do you understand that when I rub my penis, the white scarf will come out? Do you understand that?
Exactly, because I use it to mock.
Did you ever get your iPhone to do your street activism? You're beyond remote. Imagine using Bluetooth in a car. I just found LBD one. That was pretty much it. Same time, there's no fucking shooting, resisting, along with the whole plethora of. Did you have I was actually in the yard of the drug dealer. Did you have no, nothing like that. Nothing like that. I had an injury to my head.
Yeah, Mitch got nothing. Mitch got nothing. I don't even know what kind of hit list he's doing. I'll ask him later. But yeah, Mitch doesn't have anything. So let's just end the stream. I'm going to go back to Guy and report that I didn't find crap. So. And thanks for Ponyboy exposing himself with his attempt to do a screen for him. So that's going to give Bounce Break a lot of good information.